Hello, 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 my friends. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, that's what we're doing right now. We're doing free readings at this time. Put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here live today on the internet. I am on both the Clock app and the Play Button app. The Play Button records, so you can always go back and check out your reading. Welcome in, guys. If you're interested in a reading, we're doing a reading right now. Hi. No, Layla, you are fine. You got a life, girl. Shoo. Do you want your freebie? I'll get your freebie to you. Good morning, Divine Timing. Thank you for being here. Hi, guys. All right, Layla's going to do her freebie. Do you want, since you're going to be my first freebie today, do you want to do a topic? So the list, to get added to the list, it is a $15 donation. We are doing randomly selected freebies, but Layla, couldn't get your name right now. Layla is a paid subscriber on the Clock app, so that's why she's getting hers. And we'll do a career reading for you. All right, this is for Layla. Spirit, what does Layla need to know about career? Spirit, what does Layla need to know about career? Spirit, literally Divine Timing. They're so cute. I'm on the phone for the first time today and you just popped up. I literally just came on. I've only been on for 1:43 seconds. I literally just got on. All right, from Layla. Spirit, what does Layla need to know? Career. What's going on here? And guys, if you want to get qualified to get a free reading right now, we are doing freebies. Put your name and the topic matter in the comment section, and you may be receiving your free reading. Layla, you're a regular. Hopefully you recognize. Thank you, Jess V, for the follow. Hopefully you recognize what this card is. This card is the abundance card. It is the abundance card in the deck. So you planted a seed, and she goes, I see it. So you're going to reap your rewards. You put the work into it, you're going to get your rewards. So let's see what the other cards have to say. But that is very good. Yeah, there's a new partnership coming in. These are emotions, creativities here as well. So I believe you're in a creative field, if I'm not mistaken. But there is some new partnership coming in that's going to help you fill your cup. So I really love this. And this is going to lead to your financial abundance. And you got a Salem butt. You see that Salem butt right there? That's a Salem butt. And he leaves. But yes, you got luck. You got, I think I'm just stressing because I've done a couple of things. Couple hiring fairs so far to get placed with schools, but it hasn't worked. I definitely think creativity, going with a creative field, is going to help you here, okay? Because cups are creative. But yes, keep trying, keep going. There's going to be a partnership that opens up. Sorry, it's mirrored. It's going to have a partnership that opens up that's going to allow you to fill your cup, okay, my love? So keep an open mind. Keep an open mind and keep going. You got this. All right, guys. Again, if you are interested in a reading, go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below. You're very welcome, Layla. And you're commenting at 11:11 Eastern time. So manifestation's coming true. All right, guys. Again, your name and topic matter is how you get on the list here. Go ahead and get your reading in now. We're doing freebies at this time. If you want to do a longer reading, a more in-depth reading, a 5-minute reading, that is a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. And Divine Timing, if you are still here, all you have to do is put your name in the topic matter. Oh, let me put some good vibes out. Yes, put all the good vibes out. Absolutely. All right, Jimmy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. All right, guys, freebies. These are freebies. Where are you at? Where are you at? Put your name and the topic matter in the comment section, guys. Name and topic matter. Talia, should I let go of my relationship? All right, Talia. And if I'm not saying your name correctly, I apologize. Let me know in the comment section how to say it if I am not saying it right. All right, this is for Talia. Hi, Guadalupe. What should Talia know about their relationship? What should Talia know about their relationship? Spirit, what does Talia need to know about their relationship? If your name is not with your question, you are not being chosen, because the rule is name and topic matter. Thank you for the tiny dinies there, Jimmy. Thank you, Big Tam67, for the follow. All right, Talia, there's a lot of conflict. Yes, absolutely you can. Hell yes, Safa, you can. Sorry, I'm just just getting some things. There's a lot of conflict. This is the 5 of Wands. It's chaotic conflict. You don't know. It's almost like you have to walk on eggshells around this partner. Otherwise, it's going to spin out of control here. But you know what? This is very interesting because we have the Star card and we have the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is a card of harmony. So we go from this chaotic conflict to harmony. But what's harmonic is that she's filled her cup to give to her inner child. So she's making sure that her inner child is taken care of first and foremost. And then we have the Star card, which is the Aquarius card. You're strong enough to handle anything. That's why we have 8 stars, all with 8 points. And that's in reference to the 8th card, which is strength. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. But you're putting a lot of energy into it, okay? Things are going to take off. But you have to know if this is right for you, if this is right for your inner child. Hi, Nella. I want to pull one more card here. Because there is new action going to be taken. There's going to be new action taken with the Page of Swords here. Psychic medium Kaylee, thank you for the tiny diny roller. But this is something that's going to be, honestly, it makes me feel as long as your inner child is okay, like with being fulfilled and you're taking care of her, it feels like things are going to fall into place. There's going to be new action, new divine action being taken. That's why the sword extends past the physicality of the card. So there is some things going on here that is going to be, that's going to end up working out. But make sure you're taking care of yourself first and foremost, okay? Make sure you have harmony in your own body first and foremost. All right. Talia, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for your question there. Guadalupe, thank you for the heart puff and the ice cream cone. Nellis, thank you for the heart me. Kaylee, thank you for the follow. Guadalupe, thank you for the goat and the rose. I missed a lot. Jeez, oh Pete's. What else did I miss? Somebody sent me tiny dinies. Curly Girly, thank you so much for the tiny diny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Safa, let's go ahead and do a fun reading today. Spirit, what does Safa need to know about anything fun? What does Safa need to know about anything fun? Spirit, what does Safa need to know about anything fun? What's going on for our friend Safa? What fun things can we give them? One more shuffle feels right. All right, let's check it out. Woo! Something new coming in. We got an Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is overflowing. The cup created the lake. There is so much abundance in love, in creativity, in emotions. I already said love. What is it? Love, emotions, creativity. There's another one I can't think of right now. Lordy. But either way, this is so good, so fulfilling, so much sunshine in here. You got luckiness. Look who's coming in right now. We got a Salem Binks. We got this lucky ass cat coming in for you, Safa. So there's things coming in that's going to be really, really beautiful. It's all new. Girl, success and the sun. You're shining. You're shining, kid. You're shining. So just know, thank you so much, guys. This is Salem Binks. He only comes in to give lux and kisses. Thank you. But we have success and good things coming in. This is the most positive card you can get in tarot, period. So you got this. There's growth, there's abundance, there is vitality, there is strength here as well, because the sun is the natural ruler of Leo, which is the strength card. And that sun is shining right here. That's what all this yellow is. This is the success card. Things are coming in. So I want you to keep your head up. Know that whatever's meant for you, whatever's fated for you, you're going to achieve it, girl. You gonna achieve it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Guadalupe, for the rose. All right, guys. And if you want to skip the line, you want to guarantee your reading, it is a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody, which is the first link in the Linktree. Send your $15 in, and you're going to skip the list. You're going to be the next person I read for 5 full minutes. Woo! But we are still doing some freebies right now. So I'm still offering freebies. All right, let's see. Sorry about that cough. We're going to go ahead and do Jimmy. It seems like they want to know if they should, what they need to know about Love with Ashley. Ooh. I apologize, guys. I don't know where that cough's coming from. Spirit, what does Jimmy need to know about Love with Ashley? Oh, never. That was so pretty. Thank you so much, love, for the garland headpiece. All right, for Jimmy, Spirit, what does Jimmy need to know about Love with Ashley? Spirit, what does Jimmy need to know about Love with Ashley? Let's see what's going on here. Spirit, what does Jimmy need to know about Love with Ashley? All right, let's see. I like that. Let's go for it. All right, the Six of Pentacles is here, but when I look at the Six of Pentacles, it makes me feel like a little bit of a loss, even though this is a gain. Like, I don't let my cards go upside down. Spirit just lets me know through the feelings in my body what's up with it. And I just feel a little disappointed. I feel lost. I feel like I'm not getting my rewards. It feels like I'm getting like shit. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Interesting. Very interesting. Because it's not going with how I felt immediately, which is very strange because usually it's on, but whatever. Cards are saying there is a new possibility in love and it's coming in fast. There's a new possibility of love coming in fast. So if you want more information, you can always donate a $15 donation. But that's what these cards are saying. This is new love. All aces are brand new. And the 8 of Wands is the fastest moving card. Something's coming out of the blue. Something's coming out of the blue here that's going to start a new love. So that's very interesting because that's not the initial feeling I saw. Even now I feel like, ugh. When I look at this card, this is a really good card. So it's very interesting that I get that feeling when I look at it. But the other cards are saying it's all good. It's all good with you and Ashley. So things might change or something new might be coming in really fast because that's what it is, something new. So I would keep the doors open for any possibility. I wouldn't just keep your sights set on Ashley. Keep it open for anything, but see what happens. All right, Jimmy, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. Hope that gives you insight or clarity. Thank you so much. Safa, my love, I got you. You said you wanted to do a future reading. Let me just refresh the payment screen here. So I want to do a future reading because I'm bored at work. I never read a Blockbuster movie. You're so cute. Hi. Was your name Miki or Milky? Latoya, thank you so much. You are going to be after Safa here. Thank you, Latoya. All right, we're going to do Safa first. Safa's going to get a 6-minute reading for being a paid subscriber over on the Clock app. All right, Safa, you ready, girl? Let's go ahead and do some cleansing breaths here. Hi, and thank you for subscribing, I meant to say. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me on how to say your name. I would love to say your name correctly there. It might be Milky or Milky. I think I said the same name twice. Sorry about that. All right, for Safa. Spirit, Safa wants to know about the future, about movies in the future. Spirit, yes, Milky. Okay, perfect. I said it right. Yay! No, Spirit's here. Safa, thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you unaware. Spirit, what does Safa need to know about movies? About movies, about being in the movies. They're like, I know. All right, that feels good to me. All right, Safa. So we do have the King of Pentacles. Woo! Girl, the King of Pentacles is the richest king in the deck. He knows his worth, he knows his value, just like the Queen of Pentacles, but he is very much like his way or the highway. He loves the luxurious things, he's materialistic. He is very much like earthbound material gains, which makes me feel like big energy, though, like big energy coming in. I do feel like there's something very exciting that comes in that is very much like, I don't know if it's a blockbuster, because when I think about blockbuster right now, it's like action movies are coming into my head, which is not always that, because Barbie was not an action movie, but it was certainly a blockbuster. But let's see here. Wow. You have all major arcana cards except for the Eight of Wands. Big energy, my friend Safa. Big energy. To me, it's extremely big. Yeah, right. Barbie is huge. She was huge, but she was not a blockbuster. But in my brain right now, it's just like blockbusters. But there is going to be something coming in very quickly, but it's going to be after a transformation. Okay. We have the death card. As you know, it's my favorite. Mari, thank you so much for the follow. Or is it Mary? If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize, but thank you for following me. But there is a transformation coming in, something that you have to let go of. Just let it go. Let it go. Oh, no. It's terrible. Not on a recorded one. I'm not going to try to sing. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but either way, the sun imagery is here in between the two towers. So there is something unseen coming in that you're going to be victorious on, that's going to shed a light on it, that's going to bring change and evolution and wisdom. So when this thing happens, that is when new doors are going to open. That's when things are going to fully come into alignment. Something's going to happen out of the blue. You might receive an email, a text message, a phone call, a face-to-face message, a face-to-face interaction. Not a message. It's not how messages work. Either way, you can absolutely find something coming in very, 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 very fast for you. And you're absolutely strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Whatever that may be there, Safa, you are going to be able to handle it. You have consistent access to your strength. And you also have the flower crown on this character. The flower crown is saying that you have this new leap of faith you're going to take on yourself, like the Fool card. And of course, Leo's always connected to the Sun card. And you literally got the Sun card when we did your freebie, right? You got the Ace of Cups, the Sun card, and the Success card. So you got shit coming your way, my love. You got success in you. You have it in you, especially because you have the Sun card in this card every time you pull it, because it is naturally ruled by Leo, which is what strength is. We might pull some more cards here, but there is some beautiful energy. There's some energy here. Just be patient. Okay. Yes, this is contradicting from like things coming in so fast, but take your time. Don't let this fast pacedness put you uneven, okay, or make you feel like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know. You're just going to have to breathe it out. Again, we have the sun imagery again. You have the sun 3 times, Safa. That is important. 3 in magic, in witchcraft, is so important. And Neva says, go, Safa, get your success. And Mary, thank you so much for the tiny dinies. Roar. So there is something beautiful coming in, but you are evening it out. Okay, you see those cups there? There's some emotions that you need to even out, some creative, because this is a creative field, right? Water is creative. Intuition. That's what I meant last time when I got the cups. Intuition. Oh my goodness, how did I forget intuition? That's what this whole thing is. But either way, and you also have Archangel Raphael, the healing angel here. So you have this ability to have not resistance, but like being able to rebound, but take your time. She's all about patience. She's also Sagittarius. So you got both a Leo card and a Sagittarius card, which is both fire signs. Only one we're missing is Aries. But you got this. You're going to be fine. Take your time. Don't rush yourself. Don't make yourself feel uneven. You're 1 foot's in your emotional body, 1 foot's on your reality, okay, on the 3D. Now, we also have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a role model. They are a leader. They are traditional, though, right? They are very much traditional values. But when I look at this card, I feel like, yes, you are probably going to go down a traditional type route to get to where you are. But this is somebody who is a role model, who is really stepping up for their community, really saying like, hey, I am somebody to be seen, because they are the Pope. They follow the Pope. They listen to the Pope. RIP to Pope Francis. But this is something that is going to allow you to be seen. To be seen. Let's see what the other card is. And then the King of Wands. He's an entrepreneur. When you are an actress or an actor, or you're doing anything like that, you're really in a business by yourself, even though you are paying for managers and paying for this and paying for that. But you really are, you're kind of your own entity, your own business here. But passion, desire, drive, all of that transformation is here. You have transformation twice, right? Because you have the Death card. Death card is transformation. Death card is my favorite card. So you got all this on your side. Just trust in yourself. Take it slow. Know that right now you're learning. You got Salem again. You're just learning right now. So right now is your transformation of learning. I'm going to rewatch this every time I feel this courage. Yes. Your timestamp, I'm going to say it's about 15. I'm going to say 15 minutes. 15 minutes is your timestamp there, Safa. Guadalupe, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Kyler. All right. So, Safa, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a subscriber, a paid subscriber, I should specify. I love you, girl. She said, thank you so much, Melody. You're very, very welcome. Anytime. I got you. All right. Now we have Latoya. Latoya, thank you so much for being here. What type of reading are we doing for you today, my friend? And then after Latoya, guys, we don't have anyone else. If you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. If you'd like to get a collective reading going, though, on the clock app, just keep tapping, and you're going to get us up to 10,000 likes, 10,000 hearts on the screen, and we'll do a collective. We'll get the collective energy for everybody. But get the tapping. Tap to get it. Yes, thank you for tapping. But Latoya, let me know that you're here, love. Let me know what type of reading we're doing. Hopefully you're not being filtered. Sometimes the clock app does filter people. So if there is any filters happening, I would encourage you to come over to the Play Button app. The second link in the link tree will take you right there. Have been discriminated against. Uh-oh. So there's more to that question, I feel like. I quit my job because you are discriminated against. Am I overreacting? Okay. Well, let's check it out. We got 6 minutes on your timer here, Latoya. Thank you so much for being a paid subscriber on the clock app. Let's see what's going on here. Salem, please don't vomit again. I love you, but you should eat because you cleared all the things from your tummy. Yeah, right before I went live, my cat decided to vomit, so I had to clean it. Too much information for the internet, but that was my life. I'm still working on my business. I think it happened for a reason. Let's check it out. For Latoya. Spirit, what does Latoya need to know about career? Spirit, what does Latoya need to know about career? Spirit, what does Latoya need to know about career? So first thing I feel in my body, I feel like my chest space, like feeling like closed in on, like almost similar to a panic attack, only it's not a panic attack. It's more like I can't bite my tongue because it actually hurts my heart to do so. So I don't know if that's something you felt in your body, like your chest feeling like tough or noticeable during that time. I feel like you demand. I pause. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Then it's like, oh, my space and my heart. But I feel like you reacting. I'm not saying overreacting because I don't think you did. That's how it feels in my body, at least. You reacting the way that you did was saying, I'm not going to tolerate bullshit. I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. And anyone that doesn't see that is not a real friend of mine, an ally of mine, somebody who cares about the cause or cares about me in general. I feel like this was like, I really, oh yes, I had a lot of anxiety as I didn't have a backup plan, but it feels like it was very much necessary. That's how it feels. It feels like this was your bottom line. And if you can't help me with somebody who's being discriminatory against me, it actually feels like a patient to me for some reason. So it might have been patient. It might have been a coworker, but it feels like more like a patient. Yeah, it feels like I'm not going to stand for bullshit, as you shouldn't. Hi, Sarah. All right, we're going to pull some cards on this. Coworkers. Okay. All right. It was the coworkers. There's success coming for you in springtime. And right now is springtime, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you might have to wait 6 months. But this is success coming in springtime. This is stability coming. This is something to celebrate coming. Okay, there's a commitment being made. So let's see what the other cards are saying. Girl, you already knew. You already knew. You already told me in the comments this was necessary. This was supposed to happen. And that's exactly what the cards are saying. They're saying, don't worry. Don't let your past dictate your future. I feel all in. You should be. You should be. Because there is something you're going back and forth on. But it's just your brain making you feel a certain way, which we're going to talk about in just a second. Naomi, thank you for the follow. The 5 of Cups is saying the water, the milk, the wine is all spilt. It's already being absorbed into the sand. You cannot take it back. But what's behind you is what's more important. Thank you, Naomi, for the heart me. Yes, Judy, I can get you. But what's behind you is the most important. Okay, because that's going to take you to this bridge and take you to where you want to be, take you to where you want to go. Yes, you're kind of second guessing yourself. Yes, you're scared. Like this is because you can't see the future clearly. That's why there's a blindfold on her. It was sudden and I'm going to go back and forth between getting another job. But like, that's why, because you can't see the future, right? You could just see the past you currently have. Do I go down another career path or do I do what I wanted with my business? There's a lot of emotions involved here that's clouding your judgment. Okay, the emotions are clouding your judgment. But yes, Carol, we're doing paid donations right now for readings. But have we done your human design, Latoya? Because if we have, and you're an emotional generator, manifesting generator, projector, manifester, not a reflector, they don't have an authority center. But that would be telling you have to wait out emotional waves before you make big decisions. But this big decision was caused from an emotional place. I think you made the right choice, though. I truly do. Because now it gives you, Adrian, thank you so much. You're going to be after this reading here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you are reevaluating. You're really like checking in with yourself. Like, girl, what do I want to do? What do I want in my life? What is this thing that I want? Denise, thank you so much. You're going to be after Adrian. Thank you, Denise. But you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine because you are strong enough to handle what comes in. And don't forget, when we talk about pages, we're talking about newbies. They might be picking up old things, but they're starting again. They're doing something new. And this is about creativity, intuition, and your emotions. Then we have the Strength card saying, I'm strong enough to take my power back. Thank you so much for the hand hearts there, Adrian. I lasted months before I made this decision, but still said it. Right, because it was in the moment, but probably before that you were feeling frustrated or bitter or angry, which would be your signs, depending on your type, that you don't want to be there anymore. But the 5 of Swords is another conflict card because all 5s are conflict, but this is different. This is you taking that conflict head on and taking your power back. Look who's coming to your reading. This is Salem. Salem is a lucky cat. You know it, Latoya. You're a regular. You are somebody who is a subscriber. Where is your caller, sir? You're missing your caller. Oh my goodness. How did I miss that this morning? So you got luck on your side, especially because we're talking about this lion right here, which is Leo. So this is somebody who is strong enough to handle whatever comes their way. And you're strong enough to take your power back. You're strong enough to say, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get, because that is what I deserve. And Salem was not coming into other people's readings like this, girl. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Are you drinking water? Oh, you're going to put your whole face in the water? That's fine. But just know here, Latoya, the Five of Swords is saying you are going to take your power back. You're going to end up being just fine. You are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Don't let a couple of spilled milks ruin what you know to be true about yourself. Okay, we love you. We stand Salem. Yes. Salem knows you got this. Yes, you're very welcome. We love you, Salem. We love you. Happy Nurses. Today, Nurses Day? Girl, I don't know nothing. I missed May the 4th. I missed Cinco de Mayo. Today's Nurses Day, so happy Nurses Day. Hell yeah, I got nurses in my family. I should probably reach out to them. I don't fucking know that. I need Salem. Oh no, Judy. All right, we're gonna do Judy's freebie really quickly because she's a paid subscriber on the Clock app. And then right after them is going to be Adrian. And then after that is Denise. And then after Denise could be you. If you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Loving your Kurt shirt today, Melody. Yes. I love Kurt Cobain. But my favorite band is Incubus, I will say. But I do love Nirvana. Fuck yes. And thank you so much, Nella. All right. So let's see what's going on for Judy. Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what does Judy need to know? Spirit, what is I'm going to show you guys. I can only show it on the phone. I'm so sorry. Do you have borderline unhealthy obsession with Kurt? Well, I definitely have done a lot of like documentaries and watched a lot. And I definitely think that Courtney Love had something to do with Kurt's demise. I mean, his story is so interesting. How can you not? How could you not? Courtney absolutely had a hand in what happened. Absolutely, that bitch did. And I won't listen to Hole, even though there's some great songs. Hole has some great songs, but I won't listen to them because I think she's a murderer. All right, or an unaliver, I should say. All right, so let's see here. This one is for Judy's freebie. Judy, the 8 of Wands is here, saying something is going to come in quick and out of the blue. Quick and out of the blue, okay? So something's coming in for you. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is overthinking, and the 10 of Pentacles is security. The way you saying that word. But you might be overthinking the things that you actually have, especially because we're talking about family. There's generations in this card. So you may be overthinking what's going on with your family unit. You may not be feeling secure in that. But the moment you allow yourself to say, hey, I see things for how they actually are. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I have to face this head on and stop thinking about it and actually confront it. That's when I feel like the security in your family is going to be really strong and really like putting your foot down and saying like, this is the rules. This is what has to happen. But also allowing them to be themselves at the same time. But don't overthink it. Okay. Don't overthink it. Hopefully that helps, Judy. Hopefully that made sense there, my love. Thank you for being a paid subscriber. I really appreciate you so much. All right, Adrian, we got 6 minutes on the timer for you, my love. Thank you so much for being a paid subscriber. What type of reading are we doing for you today, love? You're welcome, Judy. Anytime, darling. Thank you for being a paid subscriber. Oh, thank you, Drew, for the heart me. I need a love thing. I love the way you worded that so much. All right, Adrian, let's get you a love thing. Let's get it going. All right, Spirit. This is for Adrian. Let's go ahead and do some cleansing breaths. Tap the screen for this magical witch. She'll provide a collective reading for us. 10,000 likes. That is 100% true. Thank you, Nella. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's going on for Adrian? Adrian. Spirit, what does Adrian need to know about love? Spirit, what does Adrian need to know about love? Spirit, what does Adrian need to know about love? What's going on for our friend Adrian here, Spirit? I want to do one more shuffle, then we're going to cut the deck. One more shuffle. All right. All right. Well, we do have commitment. We have success in springtime. Again, this is a card of commitments. It's a card of success in springtime. If you're not in the Northern Hemisphere, which I believe you are, you'd have to wait 6 months. But since we currently are in the Northern Hemisphere, then we don't have to wait. It's here. This could also indicate that you may have a committed relationship already, whether you're married or just in a committed relationship. I'm just trying to get it in, like see what it was. Might be something we're walking away from. Very interesting. Yeah. So I want to talk about the Five of Wands and the Moon right away. Okay, she said nope. All right, not in a committed relationship. That's okay. But there's some things here that's like conflict and unseen circumstances, unseen things that is causing growth and evolution. You can see the dog mask and the wolf mask. Also your reading's at 35 minutes. 35 minutes if you want to ever go back and watch it on the play button app. But this is something that is very much conflict led, that is leading to change and wisdom. That face right there, as you know, Adrian, I'm sure we've gotten these before for you. Jeez, oh, Pete, I spilled water everywhere. But this is the face of the Hermit right there. And she is the Moon. So there is wisdom we're gaining through this conflict, through whatever is going on, through these rejections, through you saying, I don't want you, but I would be okay with talking with you. There's a lot of lessons that are being learned here that you are gaining a lot of wisdom and a lot of insight on, truly. There is something, though, it's really interesting because you're not in a committed relationship, but there is something you're walking away from. That's what the Eight of Cups is. The Eight of Cups is this character's walking away. They're walking away from things that are really emotional or really tough. It might be something that you might be healing from March. March was the eclipses. That is an eclipse right there. And also the moon is a little bit of an eclipse as well. So there's big eclipse energy. Now, the other eclipses that are happening, because we have technically we have 4 eclipses a year, but they come in cycles of 2. So we have 2 seasons of them. That was a weird symbol. But this might be happening in September. I believe the next time they're coming is September. So you might find something in September coming your way, because what is coming out of this is the Star card and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Pentacles who she goes, oh Lord. We have the Queen of Pentacles who knows her worth. She knows her value. What's wonderful about her is that she does not settle for less. She does not settle for anyone who does not see her worth, who does not see her value, who does not see what she brings to the table. If you don't see her, if you don't meet her where she wants to be met, she will leave you. She knows that she deserves better. She knows what she wants, and she goes, and actually, I don't think she goes for it. I think she waits for it to come to her, because she doesn't lift a finger. Okay, the situationship and I are going on a trip in September. So just know, I mean, you and your situationship might get into a committed relationship. So we'll see here. But there is some things that are fighting it, some things that are a little rough. Okay, so some things you need to really sit down and talk about if you're ready to talk about it. My situationship lasted 4 years, and now I live in this man's house. Like, anything is possible. So do it in your own time. Do it in your own time. Whatever is right for you, because she does that in her own time, right? Like I said, like, she doesn't chase anybody. She's not a chaser. She's a sit here and wait for that person to see her worth and see her value, and then her to say, hey, I like this or I don't like this. That is what I want to happen, but he is so hesitant right now. There's a conflict he's dealing with that is you can't see, and he's not telling you about. So when he's ready to tell you about it, go for it. But girl, Don't let him give you, don't give him girlfriend privileges if he's not giving you boyfriend privileges, period. Like me and my old situationship current boyfriend, we were absolutely giving each other the dating, he was treating me like his girlfriend. I was treating him like my boyfriend. And it was very mutual. That's why I felt okay doing that. But if he's not reciprocating that, don't do it. Good girl. Yeah. Sorry. I don't like to say good girl. I don't know why I said that. Good lady. Adrian, don't do it. But wait, like she's going to wait till they see their worth and value. Now we also have the star card. The star card is about wishes and manifestations coming true. Aquarius is what this card is. Aquarius is the natural ruler of the 11th house in astrology, which is recognition, it's fame, it's groups, it's collaboration, it's social media as well. So there's things that are taking off here, but you're putting a lot of energy into it and you're strong enough to do it. The 8 points of the stars is, and there's 8 stars total, which is saying you're strong enough. You're strong enough for whatever it is that you want, and going for those manifestations. Just making sure that hi, Charlie. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is here, guys. Thank you for being here, Spirit. Spirit makes super for anyone who's new here. Justice is here, though. Justice is here as well. So when we talk about justice, we're talking about Libra. It's very interesting because Aquarius is air and so is Libra. Truth-seeking. These signs are truth-seeking. Also, Aquarius is very smart, very unique, and very logical. So is Libra. But justice is all about equality and fairness. Every single time you we get the confirmation, girl. But there's something making sure that you're at an equal playing field, that you're not giving too much and he's not giving too little. Like it is equal with what you want. All right. And fairness, making sure everything is fair. If anything ever feels like this is mostly about them now, and I don't feel like my feelings are being considered, that's when you're going to walk away. But there is something happening in September that feels very, it feels like things are going to solidify one way or the other. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised in September if you decide to walk away, especially because we have the 8 of Cups. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that does end up being the result. But again, there is, like, you are going to be committed until that part happens. So we'll see what happens, but don't keep doing what you're doing, but don't fall for any bullshit. All right. Sure, Charlie, you can get a freebie. We're going to do you after Denise, though, because Denise is right now. But we're going to do yours right after Denise. But Adrian, I hope that helps. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for getting your reading in. I really appreciate you so much. All right, Denise, we'll do your general. Real quick, guys, I want to give you an update from the Play Button app. Layla, I gave Layla a reading earlier about career, I believe it was. And she says, Melody, I left for a bit after my reading and I just got an interview invitation. I don't know if this is it, but I'm excited. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right. So let's go for it. We got Denise's general, but I'm rooting for you, girl. I'm rooting for you. DBR, hello to you. And Neva says, yay! All caps, exclamation points. We proud of you, girl. You got it. Oh, thank you so much, Charlie. Charlie says Melody's talent is out of this world. Thank you so much. Oh, we got to 10,000 likes. We're going to do, after we do Denise's reading, guys, do not let me forget. Hold me accountable. We are doing a collective reading, but we are going to do Denise, and then we're going to do Charlie, and then we'll do the collective. All right, but keep tapping. Keep tapping for me if you don't mind. I appreciate you guys. All right, Denise, let's go ahead and do your general reading. Let's go ahead and get some cleansing breaths going. Oh, I love you too, Layla. Layla says, thanks, everyone. Love you, Melody. You're the best. Thank you again for the flower headband, Nella. Oh, it's so nice. You're so wonderful. Thank you. Hey, Jen. This is for Denise. Denise. Spirit, what does Denise need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Denise need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Denise need to know? What's going on with our friend Denise? Thank you, Jen, for the tiny dinies. Aurora. All right, Denise, that was it. Let's pull those cards. All right, the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is a card of putting work into something, not really receiving what you were hoping to get out of it. You thought like you would get this giant plant that was going to give you a lot of harvest, and really what it is smaller. It's smaller than what you thought. But here's the thing, is that when you have this ability, you are learning how to really make it sprout, right? You're really learning how to take care of something right now and make sure that that care is really how this plant or your whatever you're seeding is needing to be taken care of. So you're learning a lot, even through the things that don't seem to pan out. Take the lesson from it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right. Denise. All right, so I do see the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles is a card of creativity. It's a card of collaboration. It's a card of saying like, hey, let's work together. Let's do something to make something out of this. So you may need collaborative partners to help this seed grow. You need more eyes on it. You need more insight on it. You need more ideas or inspiration in order for you to learn how to make this sprout the way that you want. Also, Denise, your timestamp is about 45 minutes. So if you ever want to rewatch this reading, it's on the Play Button app, second link in the link tree. But this is a card of saying like, hey, let's put our brains together and figure out how to do something, whatever that may be, okay? We got two nights. We got two nights back to back. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands is ready and rearing to go. The Knight of Swords is already going. This is the second fastest moving card in tarot. And this is a card saying, I'm ready for this next chapter. I'm ready for these passions, these desires, these motivations. And this is divinely led. That's why the sword extends past the physicality of the card. This is divine intervention, divine led information, divinely led information. Words are hard. Just know you are going to have such a pull that the gravitational pull of this card is actually bending the tree. So you are going to have this pull about you that's going to feed into your motivation, your desires, your passions. So know what that is and have people helping you on the way. Have people helping you on the way because it's worth it. It's worth your time. It's worth your effort, especially because both of these, any nights are fire. So we have fire on fire and fire on air. You know what happens when fire hits oxygen, right? It gets so big and so intense. So just pay attention to what's going on. So things are going to come in quick, and get really big, really fast to the point where you're taking your power back. I apologize for the cough. You are taking your power back. You are somebody who said, I don't want to sit here and just dwell about things that did not work out. Instead, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to take what I need and I'm going to be okay. Sure, there's going to be a few casualties on the way, but that's okay. That's okay because you are the one standing with all five swords. This conflict that comes in, because all fives are conflict, is going to lead you to feeling like you're on top here. And then we have the Empress. The Empress, to top it off, the Empress knows her worth. She knows her value. That's why she has Venus in a stone heart. Venus is a planet of love, sure, but it's also a planet of value. It's about your gains. Natural rulers are Taurus, and who else is ruled by Venus? Oh, of course, it's Libra. So Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. So that's justice, and Taurus in the other ones. Oh gosh, what is Taurus? I'll have to Google it because I can't remember off the top of my head which card is Taurus in the major arcana for some reason. I don't know why I can't remember. But we do have this ability for fairness, for justice, for material gains and goods, and really knowing what it is that you want and going for it. So this is something that you are going to be very proud about because she is the mother of the zodiac, of the tarot, not the zodiac. She is the mother of tarot. She is absolutely knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows what she brings to the table. I know I already said that. I know that was a repeat. I apologize for that. But it's the truth. She knows because she's a motherfucking queen. And she's not going to settle for less because she's already went through it. She's already went through it. She's already went through all of those emotions, all of those thoughts, all of those communications that she had. And now she's sitting here on her throne knowing she deserves a good life, and she's going to get it because she has value. Okay. We love this reading. This reading is great, but you are going to be all right. You're ready to take on whatever is coming your way. You're going to be victorious and you're going to get your rewards, girl. I got to know. I can't remember which card is Taurus. Taurus in Major Arcana. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Okay. Yes. Tradition. All right. So Denise, thank you so much. I appreciate you, love. All right, we're going to do Charlie's freebie. Charlie, are you still here? Yes, they are. They just sent me this beautiful Crystal Dreams crown. Guys, I'm a queen today. I've got 3 crowns. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. You're very welcome, Denise. All right, Charlie, let's see what the cards have for you for your freebies. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on the Clock app. And then after this, we are doing a collective reading. So if you guys are interested in a collective reading, hang out with us today. After we do Charlie's freebie, we're going to get you all set up for your freebies here, for your collective reading. All right, Spirit, this is for Charlie. Spirit, what does Charlie need to know? Spirit, what does Charlie need to know? Spirit, what does Charlie need to know? What's going on for our friend Charlie? One more shuffle feels right in my body. And we're going to cut that deck. All right, let's check it out. Right here. Woo! The Queen of Swords. She's also a Libra. She can be an Aquarius or a Gemini, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. We are going into Gemini season this month on the 20th, I think. I'll have to double check that as well. But she is transparent because she's truth seeking. She is honest. She will always be honest. She will always be fair. She will always say what is right, whether it's easy or hard. She will always do the right thing. Let's see what else is going on here. Another queen. Girl, you got nothing but court cards. These are people cards. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. She's traditionally Cancer. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. But whatever this is, it's emotional. It's emotional. It's creative. It's intuitive. You have everything you need to fill your cup. You're going to be just fine. Okay, you're going to be just fine, especially because you're starting something new. You may be starting a new study. You may be an intern. You may be starting something that you're learning something new on, but it's going to put you on solid ground. And it may even give you a monetary gain here, Charlie. So whatever it is that you're doing, follow your heart, follow your passions, follow what fills your cup. And honestly, be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, how you want to be seen, how you want to be perceived. And you're going to be just fine. Okay. Especially because you have your feet on the ground here and this pentacle right here where we're starting something new that we are learning, but it's going to be beautiful. All right, Charlie, I hope that resonated. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a paid subscriber. I really appreciate it so much. All right. So we are going to do a collective reading right now, guys. So we got our goal of 10,000 likes. Actually, we crushed our goal. So thank you guys so much for crushing our goal. Let's go ahead and get that collective reading going. So if you're out in the ether, you're not in the room here on the Clock app, come on in. Just press on it, get on in here so that you can get the energy of this collective reading in as well. So let's go ahead and start this collective reading. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What's going on for our friends in the collective? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle here, then we're going to cut the deck. All right. Ooh! Hi, Kelly. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of success, material gains, money. It's a windfall. It could be an inheritance. I don't know. I keep doing this. It could be an inheritance. It could be a raise for some of us. It could be a new job for some of us. But 10s are chapters coming to a close, coming to an end. You're very welcome, Charlie. I missed that, but you're very welcome. So things are coming to a close, but it's bringing financial gain. It could even bring emotional security, but when we talk about pentacles, we're talking about earthbound. We're talking about money, materials, houses, cars, big purchase items, things like that. Let's see what else is going on here. Very interesting. So some of us are having people who are not very kind to us. I'll say that. Make it rain. We have the 7 of Swords, which is the liar, the cheater, the thief card. And then we also have the devil. Now we have better cards here, but we're going to talk about these shitty cards right now. Sorry, cards. I love you no matter what you are. But you have the 7 of Swords. So somebody in your life might be lying to you, might be stealing from you. So really pay attention to your bank accounts, really pay attention to your credit cards, really pay attention to like things that people could possibly have access to, whether you give them access or not. Okay. Then we have the devil. The devil is codependence. It's addiction. So this could be somebody that some of us know that are addicted, that could be stealing from us because they're trying to get their vice. They're trying to get their addiction, right? If it's not that, this could be somebody that you're codependent on that might be financially abusive to some of us. Again, this is a collective, so you're going to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But this is very much like being chained to something that is not really serving us in a higher way, that is lying and cheating on us. Now, there is hope here, though. Okay, that's not all is lost. I know we lost 9 people, but not all is lost here, guys. Especially because we have, are you coming in? Are you coming in? We got Salem. Salem is a lucky cat. So no matter what is happening, know that this is going to work out for your highest good, especially because we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. So the Hierophant is, again, about material. Like when we talk about Taurus, Taurus is stubborn. They are slow moving, and they are all about material gains. Okay, but this card is very traditional. Oh, you're such a sweet cat. But this is all about material, about tradition and gaining wisdom through that tradition. Don't forget, guys, you have luck on your side. All right. Salem does not come in for nobody. All right. He comes in to give luck and love. Oh, he loves his mom. Oh, I love you so much. Sorry, I just can't get over it. He's so cute. But you are having something here that is going to allow you to be a voice, who is going to allow you to be a role model. You're going to learn from these things that burn, okay? The things that hurt, the things that are causing you grief. You're going to learn from it, and you're going to pass this information on. You're going to be a role model. You're going to speak to the people who are asking for your advice. Oh, be careful, my love. You're going to ask for, people who ask for your advice, things of that nature. Now, this is all coming with something new, all right? So if somebody is stealing from you, you are going to regain your money. If somebody you don't know took $900 from your bank account, that happened to me last year, it did, you're going to get your money back. And you're going to be able to use that money any way you see fit. All right. So there is a new beginning, but there is also something ending as well. So it could be this relationship with this person that may be stealing from you, who you may be dealing with addict behaviors that are being dishonest or being an asshole. But you have everything you need. You see those 2 wands? Those 2 wands in her hand? You have everything you need. Thank you, Britt, for the heart me. You have the cups, the wands, the pentacles, the swords. You have it all, this growth of abundance, consistent access to it. This wand is what I'm referring to. This is why there's a wand in there. What do I do? It's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. Caitlin, you'll be literally the next person. We don't have anyone else in line. But there is endings coming in that is going to be really, really, really beneficial for you. That's going to allow you to plant a seed. That's going to allow you to have this growth in your life. You do have to get away from this person, whoever this is, and it feels like it's one person. And you're going to learn from this scenario. If somebody is showing us who they are, we must believe them. We cannot give them excuses. Oh, well, this happened, so that's why they reacted in this way. And now, no. When somebody shows you who they are, I want you to believe them so that you can get everything that you want out of life. You can learn those lessons you're going to impart on others, and you can plant that new seed. Okay. I love that Salem left at the end of the reading. Don't forget, Salem is a lucky cat. He gives luck, and he didn't come in at all yesterday. Not one time. No, he did. He came in one time when I pulled the Queen of Wands, which also has a black cat on it, which I also call Salem. That's the only time he came in yesterday. But yes, so guys, that was the collective reading. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I hope it resonated for some of you. Let me know if it resonated for you in the comment sections, sections, because I'm on two different modalities here. But yeah, let me know how it resonates, if it resonated at all. And I sure the fuck hope it did to someone out there. All right. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. I really appreciate it so much. Hi, Chloe. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a great day. All right, we're just waiting on our next donated reading. Woo! Just feeling a little tired today. Thank you, Sarah, for the tiny diny. A roar. Tiny dinies get tiny roars. All right, guys. Yep, let me know if you want a reading by submitting a donation through the Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. I'm tired too. I think it's the rate. Yes, Kelly. I didn't wake up. Okay. Here's a little tidbit about me. I always have an alarm going off at 8 o'clock. Do I always listen to it? Not always. Most times I don't, to be honest. But today I wanted to. So I snoozed it. And when I woke up, it was 9:40. And my alarm had been going off. But after a time, it stops making noise. So the alarm went off. I was just got into such a deep sleep while it was going off that I didn't even hear it. And I slept until almost 10 o'clock. And then I had to do a little bit of chores around the house because they need to get done. Not that I have a chore, but making the house function. And then I had to hop on because I have a lot of plans after work about going to the store and getting some things that we need for our remodeling of the front of the house and things like that. So I couldn't go on later. But yeah, this rain, every time it rains, it conks me out. I think it's honestly biological because when it rains outside, there's nothing to do. So you should be sleeping just like animals. So I think it's very biological. When rain is there, that it just makes me fall asleep. But Sarah, I love that you sent a tiny diny, a literal emoji of the diny. I love that so much. And it is so tiny. That is a tiny ass diny. All right, guys. So, guys, if you're interested in a reading, go ahead and put your donation in. $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. Linktree link in the profile. My dog gets so tired when it rains, too. I looked it up, and it is science. I don't know about humans, but it makes sense. I think it is also. I think animals and humans are very, very similar in certain ways, right? When it rains, we should be sleeping. We should be finding shelter and sleeping it out because what else are we supposed to do, right? It's raining. You can't go out and hunt because everything else is hiding. Everything else is getting out of the rain. I do think we have a lot that we have been disconnected from. Thank you, Ramia. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for the heart, me. But I think we've been so removed because we have this society that doesn't want us to, connect with ourselves, and they really want us to keep our head down and go to work and work in and out and do other things that we're not even really, no one is designed to work like this. Nobody. And I do human design. No one is designed to work this way. But that's what the oligarchs want. That's what the 1% wants. That's the oligarchs, because they want you to work. I mean, even the stupid fucking Cheetos, well, I should say, President Yahtzee said that he wants more people to be born, or actually his mom said it. So Elon Musk's mom said that she wants more people to be born so they can work for her son. Get the fuck out of here. We are not born on this earth to work. We're born to learn lessons. We're born to interact with one another. We're born to learn from one another. We're born to do so much more with our lives than sit there and work for somebody who is going on private jets and jetting off where the fuck they want. Only the CEOs are allowed to do that? Fuck right off. No, everyone's allowed to do that. Maybe not jet off because it's really not good for the climate. But, we're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want. Period. Hi, Barbie. But either way, I digress about my stance and hatred for the fucking government. But you know what? Let's say our gratitudes. Ready? And let's go. Spirit, we are so grateful for the downfall and the imprisonment of Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and the elected officials of the Republican Party. So mote it be. It feels great that they're in jail. It feels great that they're in jail for treason. Oh, it's so good. Because they're treasonous assholes. Yeah. I don't understand why we're not charging him for treason. And so it is. Hell yeah. So it is. Can't wait. Can't wait. Barbie, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. So we are still waiting on our next donation. If you're interested in reading it, is a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. So go ahead and check it out. It is pinned to the live chat on the Play Button app, and it is in the profile in the Clock app. Yes, Barbie, you can get your freebie, darling. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for Barbie. Spirit, what does Barbie need to know? Spirit, what does Barbie need to know? Spirit, what does Barbie need to know? Salem doesn't know what he wants right now. He's coming back and forth all the time. What's going on for our friend Barbie here, Spirit? Oh, all right. Oh, we got the Aquarius card. So the star card is here. Star card, not car. Card is here. So there's things that you're putting your work into it, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. And Barbie, I feel like you've gotten the star card a couple times in your readings. Let me know if that's true, if that's accurate, or if I'm mixing you up with somebody else, because that happens from time to time. I don't remember everyone's reading. But this is you taking off. This is you. Yeah. So pay attention when you get this card over and over and over again. It's really telling you to put the work into what it is that you want. Your 11th house, that's what Aquarius is naturally, is all about your hopes, your wishes, getting in with groups of people, social media, things like that. Third house is also social media, but this is a very social house, the 11th house. But it's taking off your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your manifestations, your fame. It's all taking off. You're putting the work into it. These 8 stars, all with 8 points, are saying that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Let's see what comes in. Ooh, there's a lot of partnership here. There could be a new romance in your life. There could be a partnership that you're doing work with your significant other, with your partner. There's a lot here that is saying there's a big partnership coming in that's going to be life-changing, especially because we have Archangel Michael, who's the protector angel, and then we have angel wings here with the Sphinx, right? Not the Sphinx. That's not who flies. The lion that flies. I can't think of the name of them right now. I can't think of anything today. My brain is not working. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. But there is something here. There might be some emotions really tied up in this, but trust in yourself. You are a beacon leading to safety, because the lighthouse is always saying, like, don't come here. There's rocks right here. Don't do it. You're going to be in danger. You got Salem coming in right now with this beautifulness. Be careful, my love. So just know you have luck on your side. You got everything going for you. Trust in the process. The 6 of Pentacles, I pulled that as well, just to show you. The 6 of Pentacles is a gift coming in, a karmic reward that you're going to receive. This could be an inheritance. This could be a raise. This could be you actually getting your business off the ground and making some money. But you're going to get your karmic rewards, okay? And don't forget, Salem is right here, right? Like, he's The only thing you see right now, and you just hear my voice because he's drinking out of my water glass. So just know you have luck on your side. You have luck and you're going to be just fine. All right. Are you making a mess in my water? You better not be making a mess in the water because we got to share that now. Yeah. Get out of here. Come here, my sweet boy. Hi, Carly. Yes. But Barbie says, awesome. I'm glad. Oh, look at how cute he is. He's so cute. He's so cute and he's so handsome. He's so cute and he's so handsome. You can tell he really just entertains me. He's just like, God damn it, Mom. I love you. That was a lot of luck. Yes, it was. You want to go? You can go. Okay. All right, Carly, let's go ahead and do your freebie. All right, Spirit for Carly. Yeah, the fountain is exactly where you should be drinking your water from, but I'll always share my water with you. Because if a cat wants a drink, I'm never going to stop it. Because cats are not very smart when it comes to water. All right, you are great. Thanks. Oh, Barbie, thank you. Keep going forth. You're going to be fine. All right, for our friend Carly. Thank you for being a paid subscriber here, Carly and Barbie. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Thank you for the heart puff and the tiny tinies. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, and the heart me from Nettie. Thank you, Nettie. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? What does Carly need to know? What does Carly need to know? All right, this is the last shuffle here, Carly. All right. Ooh, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a card of conflict. It's a card of chaos. You don't know who's hitting you. You don't know who you're hitting. You don't know anyone involved. And it's really hard to point a finger at somebody because there's so many moving parts, right? Club cheers. Oh, thank you so much, Barbie. Very interesting. The 2 of Wands and the Lovers. The last one was the 2 of Cups and the Lovers. That's very interesting. There's a lifestyle change coming in. You are protected by Archangel Michael. He is the protection archangel. Now we have the 2 of Wands, which is overthinking. So that could be what's bringing in the chaos. Is that you may be feeling chaotic because it's like being cracked out, right? Right. Because it's overthinking, and you're just like causing more turmoil about thinking about this over and over again. But there is going to be a change in your life caused by that conflict, caused by this overthinking. It's like being cracked open. Okay. I think cracked out might be a term that's used for, if you understand my drift. I'm not going to do it again. But either way, this is something that is going to be really valuable to you. It's going to be really valuable to you because it's going to cause you a change that's really, really beautiful. Now, 2s are always duality. It can be relationships, union, balance, things like that. Hi, Nettie. So you're going to end up being okay. All of this is going to end up being something that you needed so that you could have a change. Okay. This could even be a relationship coming in as well. Very heavy emotions, right with myself. Right. So don't overthink it. Just let things happen that are meant to happen. Walk through the doors that you feel appropriate to walk through and trust the process. All right. But there you are protected. Archangel Michael, he don't play around. He protect. All right. And call him in if you need that protection. Don't be afraid to say, Archangel Michael, I'm here. I'm going to light you a candle. I'm going to, cook you a dinner. I'm going to give you a food offering. I just need your protection. Thank you so much for your protection. Light him incense, light him a candle, give him some water, things like that. Sorry, my nose felt weird. Thank you, my friend. No, thank you, Carly. I appreciate you, love, so much. No, there's nothing in there. To make sure. All right, guys. So we are waiting on our next donation to come through. If you're interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. Hi, Wendy Sue. What up, girl? Welcome in. Thanks for being here, everyone. I really appreciate you all. While we're waiting for the next donation, I feel like I want to go get my zip up. So I'm going to go get my zip real quick. I'll be right back. But guys, if you're interested in the readings, a $15 donation, Linktree link is in the profile, or it's at the top of the live chat, depending on what application you are on. BRB, literally give me 30 seconds. Oh no, is it not in here anymore? Ooh, it's getting chilly in my room. Yes, Wendy, so you can have a sub reading. For sure. Let me just double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, which I don't think I did. I was gone not that quick. I mean, I was gone pretty quick. Let's see real quick. Wow, I love the word quick right now. All right. And if Alicia ever comes back, we need to honor a reading that I didn't realize. Hi, Wendy Sue. You're very welcome. I didn't realize that somebody donated twice, and I only gave them one reading. Her name's Alicia. If she ever comes back, hopefully she will, and we'll give her second reading because I feel bad I missed it. All right. Spirit, this is for Wendy Sue. Wendy Sue, Wendy Sue. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on the Clock app, Wendy Sue. Let's go ahead and get your freebie to ya. To ya. Andy, thank you so much. You are going to be next after Wendy Sue here. No problem, love. No problem at all. All right, Spirit. This is for our friend Wendy Sue. Wendy Sue. Wendy Sue. Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? Spirit, what does Wendy Sue need to know? What's going on for our friend Wendy Sue? All right, that's the cut. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. It's a card of creativity. It's a card of working together to make your dreams come true, right? Collaboration right there. So you may need to collaborate. I feel like you get creative cards a lot. Wendy Sue, correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But I feel like you get creative cards a lot. So I really want you to start really honing in on what makes you happy with creativity. Do you like to paint? Which I think you are a creative person, if I'm not mistaken. So you could be painting, you could be writing, you could be doing both. But get your creative endeavors flowing, because the more you heal, the more in alignment you're going to be, the more you're able to get anything you want, the more you're able to manifest, the more you're able to see how easy it is to manifest. Getting out of this like lack mindset of like, I've been hurt in the past, everything sucks, and everything does suck. And you have been hurt in the past, but knowing that you have the ability to heal it, and that healing is causing this great alignment to happen that is causing you to be able to get everything that you need. Wands, cups, pentacles, swords, growth of abundance, consistent access to it. Success is yellow, black is protection, red is passion and power, and white is innocence. You have it all. You have it all. Just in order to really tap into your manifesting abilities, you must heal. Get yourself in alignment, not worry about anyone else. Don't worry about what your family thinks about you, because it's none of your business. Even if it's your family, it's none of your business what other people think about you. What is your business is what you think about you. What you think about you. What do you love about yourself? What do you love about yourself that other people might find annoying? For me, it's people think I'm annoying because I talk so much, but also there's power in my voice. I know my voice has power. I know it does. So I'm going to speak my truths. I'm never going to stop speaking my truths. And I don't care if it annoys other people. Their opinion of me is not of my concern. I literally said the other day, like, my grandma's like my favorite person on the planet. Like, I fucking love my grandma so much. And I know she talks her smack, right? And I know I am not subject to that, or I am subject to that, but I don't care. I don't care what my grandma says about me, because she also loves me. And I know she loves me. So I choose to not feed into anything she might be saying. And I'm sure she's not saying anything awful about me. It's my grandma. But she's also saying her truths about what she thinks I should be doing. And I can listen to that or not listen to that. And she doesn't care. And I don't want you to care what other people are thinking about you. Okay. It is what you think about you that matters the most. That's how you get into alignment. All right, love? So Wendy Sue, I hope that helps. I hope there's no dogs on the card, unfortunately. But I mean, they're part of everything you need. They're part of everything you need, right? Even her, she's not drawing a dog. She's drawing the character there on the stand. So unfortunately, there was no dogs this time, but there was a lot of opportunity for you to get creative, use your creative endeavors. Fire Within, thank you for sharing the live. All right, next we have is Andy, who submitted their $15 donation to receive their 5-minute reading here today. Andy, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for submitting your donation. What type of reading are we doing? Now, I do 3 different modalities. I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So whatever reading you're interested in receiving here today, just let me know in the comment section. If it is a psychic reading, just give me the topic, whatever the topic may be. If it is a mediumship reading, I do a direct connection. So give me their relationship to you, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, etc. If it is not somebody who has a traditional relationship with you, go ahead and just say their first name only, nothing more, nothing less. Don't give any psychic any more information than first names or relationships. That's it. Okay. Especially when people are doing a spirit-led, they don't even need that information. Like they'll just tell you who's coming forward. I don't do spirit-led because I want to make sure you get the reading that you're asking for. And then also I do human design readings. Human design readings is a chart reading that consists of your birth date, including the year, the time you were born, and the city and state or country that you were born in. And it's going to tell you all about you. It's your blueprint to you, why you're hitting brick walls, what type of energy you possess, how to utilize that energy the best, and how to trust yourself in making decisions. So Andy, we're waiting on you, love. Let me know that you're here. Hopefully you're not being filtered. If you are on the Clock app, you might be being filtered because I see that you shared the live. I see that your name is Fire Within. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can try again here, but you can also go to the second link in the link tree. I know it's not me making you jump through hoops. It's literally the filtration system on the Clock app. But you can go to the play button app, second link in the link tree. You can use the live chat, and it should not filter you there. Okay. Just know I will read every comment that comes through. So if I don't read your comment, I did not get it. Reading about Grant, my new love interest. All right, perfect. I let you do it that time. Let's go for it. So I'm just going to take some cleansing breaths. We got 5 minutes on the timer. Also, your timestamp, if you ever want to rewatch this reading, is 1 hour and 23 minutes because it will be recorded on the play button app. Just doing some cleansing breaths here. All right, this one's for our friend Andy. Spirit, what does Andy need to know about love with Grant? Spirit, what does Andy need to know about love with Grant? Spirit, what does Andy need to know about love with Grant? The first thing I feel in my body, excuse me, is I feel like I'm being very open. Like I'm really kind of like putting myself out there and being open with like what I want and who I want to be with and the traits of a person that I would like to be with. I feel like this person is promising. I feel like they have potential, but I'm not. There's something here that makes me feel a little unsure. And that's what it is. It's not like, no, this is gross, it's grody. I don't feel that in the body. It just makes me feel like a little bit like, it could go either way right now, but I feel like he has potential. Let's see what the cards have to say, though. And you can let me know if that makes sense to how you're feeling about this person right now. Because it should be your energy that I'm picking up on. So it should be getting the information from the energy of yours. Jucelia, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. Thank you for the rose. Makes total sense. It's fairly new. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles, though. The 10 of Pentacles is a very good card about security, feeling secure in a relationship, potentially having a family, if that's what you want. Because, girl, you're allowed to have whatever you want. If you want a family or not, doesn't matter. You're allowed to have whatever it is that you want. But there is a potential here for somebody to fit into your family as well. Let me see what the other cards have to say. This is absolutely brand new. Interesting. Oh, you're an intuitive, girl. Shit. The High Priestess doesn't come out for everyone. She only comes out for intuitives. Trust in your intuition. Trust in yourself. Okay. It's never going to steer you wrong. And it's not your brain that's telling you this intuition. It's your body, how your body feels when you're around this person, how it feels. Because I could see why it's a little bit like potential, but also like, could go either way type of thing. Yes, I do. You are an intuitive, but I could see like my problem with this relationship could be that he may be very codependent. He may be somebody who really needs somebody to take care of them, which is very concerning because this could potentially work out, but it really has to go with like knowing like I can't have you be codependent on me. I'm not the one who's going to clean up after you. I'm not going to feed you every night. I want equality in a relationship if that's what you seek, right? Whatever you're seeking, you're allowed to make the rules of your own relationships, period. But we're going to start really with the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is taking new action. This is a newbie taking new action. She's swinging her sword. It is divinely led, which everything in your life is divinely led because you're awakened. You're intuitive. And if you're not gotten your spiritual awakening, which I definitely think you have, know that that's coming for you. But just know whatever's coming in, it's meant for your lesson to teach you something. So that because she's practicing, right? Practice makes perfect. So there is something new coming in that you're taking action on. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful card to have in this reading as well. With the Queen of Cups, it's very much this energy of filling your cup, your emotions being fulfilled, your intuition, because again, water is also intuition, it's also creativity, and it's also emotions. It's all about knowing how this fills your cup and if this fills your cup in the right way. I know that sounds a little weird, but like there's different ways to fill a cup with different people and how they fill cups. Is this the way that you want your cup to be filled? Okay. Because this first three cards are very much like the Eight of Pentacles is here. This is the work that's worth it. This is an internship. This is something that you have been crafting. You went back to the drawing board, right? Back to the drawing board. That's why she's literally drawing on her iPad. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me work for those of you who are unaware. But you're putting the work into it. You're putting the work into it. My only concern is are they going to pick up what you're putting down? Are they going to reciprocate the work that you're putting into this relationship? That's my only concern here. Because the devil is here. The devil is vices, addictions, codependence. It's feeling like I'm stuck somewhere where I don't need to be. This could, and I'm reading this as Grant. Grant may need, hey, Steph, may need somebody to realize like healthy relationships are not codependent relationships. They're two people who are forming a life together. And yes, of course, you're going to rely on your partner. You should be able to rely on your partner, period. Okay, he's very counterculture sexually. Oh, so he could be addicted to you in that way. If it's what you like, girl, go get it. Go get it. If it's not what you like, take it into consideration. But you can trust yourself. Period. You can trust in the decisions you make. You can trust in your body. You can trust in your clairs. If you're clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clair smell, and clair taste, which I don't remember the words for, and I have not looked them up because they are not what I have. Although I do have clair scent, like I can smell, but it's very like up and down and all around with it. So trust in yourself. Know like this could be like if you're into whips and BDSM type things, that could absolutely be what they're referring to there. Absolutely. I mean, there's chains involved, so if that's what it is, you don't have to tell us if you're not comfortable with it. But that could absolutely mean that. Alrighty, but just be aware, like if he's being too codependent, make sure he has some dependence, and make sure you have some independence as well. I said that earlier. Like, make sure he's being independent and you keep your independence as well, but work together as a team, as a true partnership. All right. So Andy, thank you so much. I'm being codependent. Okay, so it's you being codependent. So find your independence. Okay, find your independence. What do you like? Your partner does not have to be involved with every inch of your life, but they should be informed about everything you're doing, because it's a partnership, right? Partnerships, they have ebb and flow, they give and take. So just know that you have potential here to live the life that you want with the partner. Thank you. You're the best. You're very welcome, Andy. I wish you the best of luck and enjoy yourself, girl. Shit. And don't forget your safe word. Don't forget your safe word, because things can get intense with that community if that's what you're into, girly. But again, you don't have to confirm or deny that. Not if you don't want to. All right, Carly. My girl, thank you so much for submitting your donation. There she is. What type of reading are we doing for you, my love? Thank you so much for submitting your donation. Anyone who's interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Lindsay, thank you so much for submitting your 15. You are going to be right after Carly. Thank you, Lindsay. And I love how you spell your name. That is rad as fuck. I like it a lot. All right, and anyone else who wants to be after Lindsay, $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com, first link in the Linktree. Of course, spirit-led. Okay, so that means a general reading here, I assume from you, Carly. So let's go ahead and see what spirit has to say for Carly. Let me go ahead and do some cleansing breaths here very quickly. And Carly is a paid subscriber, so they're going to get 6 minutes on their timer. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on the Clock app. For Carly. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Carly need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Carly need to know? What's going on for Carly? Ooh. My neck. I don't know if you strained your neck at all, because I know you do a lot of work here in the beauty field. If you feel like you've pulled anything in your neck, I want you to ice it. I want you to kind of do like an icy hot thing. You can use icy hot or Tiger's Balm as well. That works really well. It smells like a vapor rub, like Vicks. But really pay attention to your neck. Make sure you're not straining. Make sure you're not pulling your head down, because I'm getting a pull sensation in the back of my neck. So be very cautious about that. Just saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. Jucelia, thank you so much for the tiny dinies. DP, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile. Carly, you can't start off better than this. Didn't you have Salem in a big way in your last reading? I'm pretty sure Salem came in a big way in your last reading. And you can correct me if I misremembered that. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. Luck. We don't need Salem right now. We got luck. Wheel of Fortune is luck. You have luck on your side. It is turning in your favor. I don't feel like you're going to be repeating cycles, but there is also a possibility of you repeating cycles. Hi, Maria. So be very cautious if you are repeating cycles, but I feel like opportunity is opening up for you. I feel like doors are opening up for you. I feel like things are really coming in for you. And I think it's all with your luck. Literally success. Literally success. I can't with you, girl. Shut up. This is craziness. You need to realize how successful you actually are, my friend. Maria, thank you so much for the follow. But you need to realize how lucky you are, because it's not that you're not seeing that you're lucky, but it's also like, it's almost like you are seeing that you're lucky, but not recognizing and realizing how much luck you actually have. The Two of Swords is blinded by their logic and their emotions. Their emotions are wavy. I guess that damn fear's in the way. Yeah, it could be because you're blindfolded there. You see, the blindfold is coming in to say that this is, you're looking at your emotions more than the logic, and you're not really recognizing what needs to be recognized. So I want you to take a moment in your life, whenever you have a moment, just to sit there and recognize, what do you have? What do I have in my life? Thank you, Francis, for sharing. It's a $15 donation, Linktree link in the profile, if you want to be on the list. But recognizing what you do have, and really sitting there and saying, I'm grateful for my clients. I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for, whatever it is. And I want you to be very specific. Like, I'm grateful that I could afford this really cool shearing kit. I'm really grateful that I could afford all the polishes. I'm like, just everything. Like, be very specific about your gratitudes. And I want you to say them as many times as you can while you're thinking about them. Doesn't matter how many days. It's like, whenever things come in, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. Because, girl, you are fine. What's really interesting to me is these two cards that came in together, the Hierophant and Justice. We have Taurus and we have Libra. Libra is truth-seeking, their equality. They want fairness. Taurus is very traditional. Well, this card specifically is very traditional, but Taurus is about material gains, right? And this is the Hierophant. Hierophant is very traditional. It's very much imparting wisdom. And so you might have been going down the traditional route, and that may give you a lot of balance, a lot of fairness, a lot of equality. So I do feel like doing it in your own way is great as well, but doing anything the traditional way is going to help you get to where you want to be, and really be a role model. You really show up for yourself, show up for your family, show up for your clients, like showing up in general, like, and saying like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is how we're going, and this is how it's going to work, and then getting that fairness going. So the fairness could be like how your payment system is, and how much you're making, and how much things are going, and how many clients you end up getting because of your openness and because you're so honest. That's what Libra is all about. It's about honesty and fairness and equality. Okay, that's what she loves. That's what she loves, our Libra girl. And then we have the Three Wands and Judgment. Judgment is a calling card. This is Archangel Gabriel, who is opening the pearly gates of the spiritual realm. Yes, I love to be transparent. So keep being transparent, girl. You got this, because we have the Judgment card, the opening up the gates. Remember how I said earlier, I feel like there's opportunities coming for you. I feel like that all this, and we didn't even pull these cards yet. Like, this is absolutely what I'm talking about. Things are opening up for you, and that's going to lead to your success. This is the success card in the deck, the success card. So you are going to have success come your way. You are going to be able to fulfill whatever it is that you want. It's going to take its time. There isn't no such thing as overnight success. There really isn't. Like, sure, like if you think about Chappell Roan, she had, said like, I'm your favorite artist, and that really like catapulted her, but she had to work 10 years to be an overnight success. Lizzo had to work 10 years to be an overnight success. It's not real, right? We have to work at it to be that overnight success. So just know things are coming in, and it's meant to come in for you. It's meant to come in for you. That's what the calling card's all about, right? It's meant for you. You are meant to go down this path, do this work, whatever it may be. You're called to do it. It's a calling card. So whatever is coming into your life, it's going to be good and successful, my love. It's going to be good and successful. All right. Oh, I missed that. Carly said, I'm finally noticed in the holistic community. Yes. I have an opportunity to work at a holistic fair. I waited for a while for this moment. Woo, 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 woo. Why do I hear a moment like this? That's not how that tune goes. I've waited a life. Oh my God, my voice is terrible today. Oh my God. I'm not going to bother. Let us know you got this. And we love Kelly Clarkson, I think. That is Kelly Clarkson. All right, Lindsay, you are next, my love. Anyone else who wants to be after Lindsay, it is a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com, is how you can get on the list. Yes, I used to be in the shadow. Now I'm walking into the light. Hell yeah. Snaps for Carly. Snaps for Carly. Woo! We love it. We love it. All right, Lindsay, let me know that you are here. Let me know what type of reading we're doing, my darling. And thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you. And there she is. She wants a love reading. Heck yes. Let's do it. Thank you, Melody. You're a beautiful light as always. I will always remind you of this. I love you. Please do. Please do remind me of this. It never gets old. It's so kind. Thank you so much. All righty, so let's check it out for Lindsay. We're going to do some cleansing breaths here, Lindsay. Carly, your timestamp is 1 hour, 32 minutes. Lindsay, your timestamp, if you ever want to rewatch this reading, is going to be 1 hour and 41 minutes. Okay, so if you ever want to watch this, it's going to be on the Play Button app, second link in the link tree. Maria, it's a $15 donation, darling. That's how you get on the list. Oh, that's awesome. Spirit, this is for our friend Lindsay. Lindsay. Spirit, what does Lindsay need to know about love? Spirit, what does Lindsay need to know about love? Spirit, what does Lindsay need to know about love? My whole body feels really stiff. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like my legs want to like stick together. Like I just feel very stiff. So I feel like I need to loosen up. It could be because you're getting a reading. You might be nervous. You might feel like, I don't know if that's what's happening right now, or if you're just feeling stiff and afraid to open up with love. That could be either or, because I am tapping into your energy. With love, it feels like I feel sick. I feel like I kind of want to vomit a little bit. So I feel like with love, I don't know. I feel like there's some fear here with love. I don't know if you've been in a toxic, abusive relationship before, or maybe you're currently in one, but I feel like I don't feel like I'm ready for love. Unfortunately, my friend, I'm so sorry to say. I feel like I need to really confront some things in regards to love. If you are currently in a relationship, I would confront what needs to be confronted in there. But I just feel really stiff in the body. I really do. So I do feel like there's some healing energy that needs to come forth, that needs to be worked on, so that you can really feel like you can be your true, authentic self in a relationship. Okay. Hopefully that resonates already. You can let me know if that made sense in the comment section, or you don't have to give me any details. I don't really want you to. Just say, yes, this resonates. No, this doesn't. Yes, this makes sense. No, this doesn't. But either way, we're going to read these cards here as well. So we do have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is something coming in quick. You're getting information fast, whether it's an email, a DM, a text message, a face-to-face conversation. There is something that's going to be coming in very quickly that's going to put you in alignment. You see, all the wands are absolutely parallel to one another. There is no intertwining. There is no overlapping. It is in perfect alignment, and it's coming in. It's coming in, and it's going to come in very, very, very quickly. That's the fastest moving card in tarot. Yeah, this is what I was feeling. This is exactly what I was feeling. This stiffness, like put a fork in her, she's done, right? Like she's been gaslit, she's been hurt. She has toxicity flowing out of her from these poking wounds, if you will. Hi, Winnie. Oh, you're a good boy. But there is always hope in this card because of this vibrant pink coming through. This pink that's coming through is a new dawn, a new day. It's always darkest right before the dawn. You need a reminder that you are the shit. You need a reminder that you are the shit, my friend. You have the Empress here. The Empress knows what she's worth. She knows what she brings. She's creative. She is the mother of tarot. She is knowing her worth and knowing her value. That's why Venus is in the stone-shaped heart. Sure, Venus is love. Absolutely she is. But she's also value. She's also value. Okay, she's a planet of value. So just know whatever's coming in your way, you need to remind yourself that you're a bad bitch. You are a bad motherfucking bitch. Okay, you got to handle this. Yes, you may be seeking a traditional relationship, but you are gaining wisdom from this. All right, you are gaining insight from this moment, this stiff moment. I don't necessarily think you're ready for a relationship right now, and if you are in a relationship, I don't think it's the right one for you. Okay, but I do feel like you are going to heal. Absolutely, these other cards are saying you are going to heal. You may need somebody to help you. Somebody point you in the right direction. Like, do you remember how much of a badass you are? Do you remember the time that you did this? Do you remember the time you did that? Do you remember the time you did that? You may need your friends right now to say, hey, we got you. We're going to pick you up. You may need somebody to collaborate, to remind you who you motherfucking are, because you're a bad bitch. You're a bad bitch. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups. We need to work on healing ourselves, healing our inner child to bring harmony into our lives. The Six of Cups is a card of harmony. So trust in yourself and trust in healing, the healing process, because that healing process is going to allow you to see how much you bring to the table, what you want, what you deserve, what you are going to get out of life. But it comes from being healed. It comes from being, like comfortable in your own skin and comfortable in your own life. All right. Because right now I get that stiff feeling in my body. Like I'm not ready for this. I don't know if I want this. And I know that's not what you probably wanted to hear today. I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you what I get. And I do feel like you will have success in the future. I absolutely think you will have success in the future with love. But right now, even if you're currently in a relationship, it's not. Even if you're married, like you could possibly be married because he's traditional, he could bring marriage and you may have a family together, but it just feels like it's not the right match. But you let me know how that resonates. Hopefully it does resonate. Hopefully it gives you comfort, clarity, insight in some way. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation there, Lindsay. I really appreciate it so much. And I do hope this reading helped. Let me know in the comment section. I don't know if you've been filtered or not. I read all the comments that I get. So there is a possibility that you might have been filtered in the comment section because I haven't received anything from you except for your love reading. But my heart goes out to you, love. Shit's tough, man. Shit is tough. I felt like there was a cat near me. No. Okay. Oh, no. It didn't resonate other than maybe remembering my worth part, which I appreciate. No problem. No problem on that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that didn't resonate. Very interesting. But pay attention. Maybe this is something in the future. But I do feel like there's healing needing to occur for you. I'm so sorry it didn't resonate there, Lindsay. But I would definitely keep an eye out for any of that. Okay. Keep an eye out for any of that I said, because it could be a future message that you need to hear later on. But my heart goes out to you. All righty. So I think I'm going to pause the reading for a moment. I'm going to go to the bathroom super quick. So I'm going to pause it. I might restart it though, and see what goes on. So I might restart it here. I'm actually going to just end it and then restart. So I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I can't pause you, but I'll be right back. I just got to pee. What, Winnie? What's going on, bud? Oh, come here, my talking cat. Oh, come here, my talking guy. This is Winnie. Winnie Winnebago. Here, that better? Yeah, better. You know, I'm on blap. All right, guys. I'm pretty bummed that didn't resonate for that one reading, but hopefully it makes sense in the future for them. All right, let's go ahead and try this again for the next hour. What are you doing? But we are starting our live back up on the Clock app. All right, let's see what's going on. All righty, welcome, 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 my friends. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, that's what we're doing here right now. So come on in and get your reading in. We do psychic readings, mediumship readings, human design readings. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure nothing else came in while I went to the bathroom, but I want to double check just to make sure. Yep, like I thought, nothing else came in. That's totally fine. Alrighty. Yes, Kelly. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being a paid subscriber on the Clock app. We can absolutely get your freebie in for you. For Kelly. Spirit, what does Kelly need to know? Spirit, what does Kelly need to know? Spirit, what does Kelly need to know? What's going on here? All right, one more shuffle here, then we're going to pull the deck for you, Kelly. All right, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a card of new beginnings. All aces are. This is a card of creativity, of emotions, and of intuition. I don't know why I keep forgetting intuition today. It's literally what I do. Kiki, thank you so much for the follow. the Ace of Cups is something that's going to really fill your cup. That's going to allow you to really create this pond, create all this beautiful emotion that's very harmonic, very beautiful. It makes me feel like, honestly, when I look at this, it makes me feel like going to the lake, sitting by that lake and just listening to the waves, listening to the fish jump, just like listening to like the sounds of nature. Like that's what I'm getting when I look at that card. Very interesting. The Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Four of Cups is a card of I'm over it. Like her shirt literally says over it. You can actually read it on this app. You can't read it on the clock app, but I'll show you guys anyways. You can't read it, but it does say over it on her chest. And it's saying like you are being presented with more of the same. And you're like, I don't want more of the same. I want somebody who's going to stand up for me. I'm going to want somebody who is really strong and is about me and is wanting to shower me in the way that I find it appropriate to be showered. Now, this could be somebody who is a CEO as well, but this makes me feel like it's more like somebody that you want in your life, not necessarily like as a boss figure, but maybe as a romantic figure or a friendship that is here. But it just feels very much like I want everything. I take everything back except for what I said in the beginning. Really, this is you wanting to get whatever it is that you want. And the universe is saying, you're going to get it, but they keep giving you more of the same. So it's time to elevate your manifestations. Sorry, I just got like, I say thank you so much for the follow. I just got like this feeling of like, that's not quite right. But like knowing what you want and knowing that it is meant for you and that you're going to go get it. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about. They know that they're worth it. They know they're going to get whatever they want. And even if you're being presented with things you don't want, that's over it. That's going to cause this change so that you get what you want. So I really take those manifestations and go for it. And it does feel like more career related to me than relationship created. I'm sorry about before. I don't know what's going on today. I literally don't know what's going on today, but we do have this beautiful connection here, which you are going to reap your rewards for it. Absolutely you are. So I do hope that helps there, Kelly. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Don't give up hope on what it is that you want. You can go out and achieve it. Okay. You might have to pivot. You might have to think about like, okay, this didn't work out. Why didn't this work out? Okay, I'm going to take the things that did work out in that situation and run with it and leave behind things that did not work out. Because in the Four of Cups, like she literally is keeping these 3 cups, right? But she's refusing that one. Oh, I love it. Thank you. You're very welcome, Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting. Oh, not submitting, but for being a paid subscriber. I love you. And thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, PJA Froggy, for the tiny dinies. Thank you so much. What else did I miss here? We got a couple tiny dinies. We got a couple follows, which I already thanked Sai for. Okay, didn't miss too much. I thanked Kiki as well. Kiki, thank you for the roses. Elizabeth, thank you for the follow. All right, guys. So if you are interested in a reading, I'd be happy to give that reading to you. It is a $15 donation. You'll receive a 5-minute reading. I offer mediumship readings, human design readings, and psychic readings. The psychic readings are a topic, so you just tell me the topic: love, finance, health, career, relationships, things like that. Funny because I am ready for a man to come in, but I also feel like I'm not supposed to know details yet. It will happen when it happens. So it's so funny that you switched, if that makes sense. Oh, it makes total sense because I was like in the middle of saying it, and they're like, no. And I was like, I got this feeling. I was like, okay. I'll give this other message to her. So that does make total sense to me. Because sometimes we're not supposed to know things. If we know things too far in advance, we tend to not really see it when it's coming, because it's like we're looking for picture perfect, has to be this way, has to be that, and that's not how life works. So then we might miss the opportunity if we think too much about it. All righty. But yeah, that makes total sense there, Kelly. I'm trying to trust the universe timing. I will overthink if I know too much. It's why I haven't done a love reading recently. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I'm absolutely an overthinker in general. Yeah, I get you completely. So just know that I think you're doing the right things there. Spirit clearly thinks so as well. That's why they just made me burp. So I think we're on the right track there, my friend. I think we're on the right track. Alrighty, guys. So we're just waiting on our next donation to come through. It's $15. You get a 5-minute reading, psychic readings, mediumship readings, or human design readings is what I offer here on my platform. So if you guys are interested in a reading, go ahead and get that donation in. It's a first come, first serve time frame donation. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've been on for 2 hours. I have no idea what's coming out of this mouth anymore. But yes, I can help give you some clarity or insight on anything you're interested in knowing about. Hi, Springtime 1988. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I'm an 89 baby myself. All right, guys. How's your what's today? Tuesday. How's your Tuesday treating you? Kristen, thank you so much for the follow. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Awesome. We're the same age. Yes. Well, if you're an 88, I mean, depending on when you're born, because I'm already 36. I was born in February. Laura, thank you so much for the follow. Kristen's 88 over here. Hey, girl. Hey. Tuesday is good. Hope Tuesday treats me well as well. I think it will. I'm hoping. I'm here on the internet. I'm here checking things out. I'm 37 since last month. Hey, girl. Hey. My brother and I, he's 88, I'm 89, and we are the same age for a month and a half. So he's born in March of 88, and I'm born in February of 89. We are Irish twins. July baby here. Oh, it's coming in. Are you Cancer or Leo? Cancer or Leo? Let me know. 06 babies are the best. Yes, sure. Even though I graduated in 2005, 2007, excuse me. That's so funny. So I do questions for free. I don't do any yes or no's. Tarot is not for yes or no's. Tarot is about the details. Graduate of 06. Yeah. I start them all off free. I've been on for 2 hours already, so I'm not doing freebies at this time. But make sure you already do follow me, Kiki, so thank you so much. Whenever I go live, come right in, ask your question. Usually the first person who asks, they put their name and their topic matter, will get their reading right away. It's usually the first person that does it, gets it. So make sure that you have your notifications on for me. Brittany, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clara, I love your question. Thank you so much for asking it. But it is a $15 donation at this time. The Linktree link's in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. Can you say what you just said again? Sure. So I start off all of my readings free. So I've already been on for 2 hours, so I'm not doing freebies right now. She goes, I will be back. Wonderful. And I don't do yes or no's. Yes or no's is not how tarot necessarily works. Can you get yes or no out of tarot? You can. But tarot really wants to tell you the details. They want to tell you a story. They want to tell you what's going on. All right. So I don't do any yes or no's ever. But whenever I start my lives, that is when I start freebies. If you comment first, typically you're going to get that free reading. It is a random selection. But if you do tend to get your message in first, your comment in first, you'll probably get that free reading. But at this time, we are not doing free readings. We are doing donated readings. It is a $15 donation, 15. The Linktree link is in the profile. You can use my website, which is the first link, humandesignwithmelody.com. You can use Venmo or PayPal as well. Whatever modality suits you best, you can use that. And whoever gets their donation in is going to get their reading next. There is no wait. There's no wait at this time, so you can get your donation in now and you get your reading right away. Kristen says, I love watching others, plural. Sorry, that's a me problem, not a you problem. Others reading tarot as well, here for support. Oh, yay, Kristen. You're intuitive as well. I love intuitives. I love them. Brittany, thank you so much for the heart me. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. And the heart me. That's so kind. Thank you. Weight loss 4281. Debbie, Does Debbie love me? So your question is a good question. I'd be happy to ask it. Go ahead and get your donation in. It's a $15 donation to receive a 5-minute reading of your choice. You would do a love psychic reading. That's what you're asking for. I also do mediumship readings, and I also do human design readings. I'm a human design professional, so I do human design readings as well. Brittany, thank you so much for the team bracelet. I don't have anyone on the list at the moment, Hannah, so you will literally be the next person to get a reading. Yes, Kristen, thank you so much for asking that. I do private readings. You can schedule a private reading right through my website, humandesignwithmelody.com. Again, that first link in the link tree. You can do a 5-minute reading there as well as schedule a private reading. Honestly, I believe if you click on that link, it's going to take you right to the screen to select if you want a private reading or a 5-minute reading. I'm pretty sure that's how I have it set up. I try to make it as easy and simple for you guys as possible. Get you right to the page you need. But thank you so much, because I don't promote it as much as I should. I should promote it a lot more. But I always tend to be in the moment here. Hannah, thank you so much, love. I gotcha. Thank you, Hannah. Go ahead and let me know when you're back, and let me know what type of reading we're doing for you. And while you do that, I'm just going to take some cleansing breaths, get into a connection. And if I hear something, see something, or hear, if I feel, hear, or see something, I'm going to start the timer at that time. And I'm going to let you know what I'm channeling, and then we'll pull some cards. If I'm not channeling anything at that time, I'll just pull some cards here. We're going to do finances. All right, let's do for finances. Spirit, this reading is for Hannah. Divyasha, I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I did not say your name correctly. It's a $15 donation. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. And your timestamp, if you ever want to rewatch this reading, is 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's going to be on the Play Button app, second link in the link tree if you ever want to rewatch this reading. So let's go for Hannah. Spirit, what does Hannah need to know about their finances? Spirit, what does Hannah need to know about their finances? Spirit, what does Hannah need to know about their finances? So the very first thing I feel in the body is I feel like right in my solar plexus. I feel like a sharp pain almost, which is wild. But it makes me feel like when we talk about the solar plexus is the emotional center in the body. So there could be a lot of emotions in regards to finances, lack of finances, or even a plethora of finances can bring emotions as well. But this is like a stabby emotion. Stabby and happy don't really go hand in hand. So I do think you're having a little bit of a rough go with finances. You can confirm or deny that in the comment section by saying, yes, this makes sense. No, this doesn't. But it does feel like there's not enough going on, or something has gone where, sorry if you feel my stress, that is okay. That is my job, my love. That's my job. I love my job. So don't be sorry at all. Everyone goes through it. But she says, yes, for sure. This resonates. I do feel like there's hope, but it feels like I'm kind of going to be down and out for a minute. I wonder if you've lost your job in some way, because it makes me feel like there's a loss. Whether you lost your job or lost a different line of income, or you got a demotion, that doesn't feel right at all. But it feels like there's something here with a loss. We have the Page of Cups, though. The Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck is a card of trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting that everything is happening for you, not to you, but for you, even though it feels like it could be like this happening to me, but it's really happening for you. Pages are newbies. They're beginners. They're starting something. So you could be starting this connection with your higher self, your spiritual team. You could be starting something creative and doing a creative venture of some sort. But I want you to trust in yourself, even though emotions are high. I want you to trust yourself. I want you to know that spirit does not close a door without opening a window. God, universe, source, they're all the same words for the same energy, different words for the same energy. Excuse me. But you're going to be all right. Okay. You are in a transitional phase. You're in a transitional phase. And I think your emotions are clouding your judgment as well. So I don't want you to fear anything, honestly, even though it does feel really rough. Even the cards are a bit rough. Okay. You can see the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is feeling down and out. You are being rejected from warmth, from comfort, from the things that you wanted inside of this church, right? You are feeling desolate. You're feeling down and out. I think I said that already, but finances are not really working right now. Fives are a conflict card. They are saying that we have to do something different so that we can actually get what belongs to us, what's meant for us. But right now we're feeling the pain of a lack of money right now. But what's coming in is, again, you're in a transition. You're in a transitional phase, going from really rocky waters leading from the lack of finances to clear crystalline waters to new land to new land. And even though this new land is going to bring opportunities, it doesn't feel like it's going to be enough. That's the thing. Her shirt says over. I'm going to show the clock app first, not clock app, the play button app first, because you can read it. Can't really read it on this app at all. But it does say over it on her sweater. You are trying your best and you're not getting a lot out of it. You're being presented with more of the same that you really don't want, that you've already dealt with. But this transition is going to show you what it is that you do want, so you stop getting into the cycle of doing, well, this is the job that I have right now, or this is the opportunity I have right now, or da-da-da-da-da. Instead of being presented more of the same, you're going to reject the same. You're going to say, I want something more. I want something more in my life. And yes, your emotions are going to cloud your judgment. You may, and especially because my solar plexus was highlighted in my body. I don't know if you know your human design type, Hannah. She goes, I've been feeling that. I don't know if you know your human design type, but if you know your human design and you know your authority center, and if it's your solar plexus or the emotional center, that's meaning you have to wait out emotional waves before you make any big major decisions. Okay. So if you need to wait out emotional waves, you can get to clarity through working out, through cleaning your house, or through meditation. Focus your mind on a task. Focus it in. All right. Whatever the task may be, it does not have to be limited to those three things I just suggested, but definitely focus in on a task. Wait till you feel neutral, calmness in the body. Then ask yourself, what is it that I want to do? Do I want to do this thing? Do I want to do that thing? And whatever comes in, whatever comes in, that is your answer. Your brain's going to turn on and say, but we don't want to listen to the but. We don't want our brain to confuse us from what our body knows. Now, I know the timer went off. It is as it is. We still have a card to read. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Knight of Pentacles. They are stable. They're structured. They are strong. They are saying, hey, there's something here for us that we need to plant the seed for so that we can get our abundance. Yellow is the color of success in tarot. Your success is here. Okay, well, it's not here quite yet. You are in a transitional stage. But when you are done with this transition, you are going to get on your horse and you're going to ride off to your success. Okay, slowly but surely. He's the only horse in the Knights that has all four hooves on the ground. And it makes sense because the Pentacles are earthbound. They're earthbound, they're material gains, they are career, they're money, right? They're buying houses, buying cars, buying big ticket items. That's what this is about. Take your time, know what you want, and go for it. And then you're going to see that you get rewarded here. You're going to be able to get exactly whatever it is that you want. You're able to manifest whatever it is that you want. The Magician is here. You have the wands, you have the cups, you have the pentacles, you have the swords, you have this
You have all the tools of tarot at your disposal. You have this growth of abundance, consistent access to it, more success, more power. We have innocence and protection. You have it all. You have it all. And you're going to be successful with it. Okay. Take your time. You're in a transition. You got to figure out what it is you want, wait out those emotional waves, and things are going to come into you and they're going to make sense. All right. Hannah, I hope that helped. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I hope it gave you some sort of comfort in some way. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. So thank you, Spirit, for being here and knowing that they are confirming that as well. I know it's wild that Spirit makes me burp, but it's one of those things that it makes me do. But I do hope it helps. Things are going to get better, but you got to go through it before it gets better. Okay. My heart goes out to you. You're going to be all right though. Life is happening for you, not to you, even though it might feel like it's happening to you. I don't know if you're being filtered or not. The last comment I seen is I've been feeling that. So there is a possibility you might be being filtered right now. My tea is cold. All right, guys. So we didn't have anyone else after Hannah. So if you are interested in a reading, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website, Human Design with Melody. I own a spiritual business that's been a bit dry and I've been working on growing. Thank you. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. It might take some time. You might have to transition some things and move some things around, but it's going to work out. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get the High Priestess for your spiritual business. High Priestess would have been killer on that. Yeah, because she doesn't come out for everyone. She usually comes out for intuitives, though. How do you ground yourself before these readings? So today I did not. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not ground myself today. I woke up like 9:40. I wanted to wake up at 8. I tried to get on by 11 p.m. my time, which is Eastern time. So I only had like an hour and 20 minutes to like get up, go to the bathroom, feed my cats, do the dishes that needed to get done. So I didn't have any time. And then my cat vomited, so I had to clean that up too. Eastern time here too. So I didn't ground myself, but typically what I do is that I'll take about 30 minutes. I go from like 10:25 to 10:55 because after that I start to set up everything. Get the clock app and the play button app up and running. So I take about a half hour and I just meditate. And I do box breathing. So I do a 4 count. For others that don't know about box breathing, it's a 4 count in. You're going to hold it for a 4 count. You're going to let it go for a 4 count. You're going to hold it again. So it's just breathing on a 4 count. Okay. I love box breathing for meditation. It's my favorite way to meditate. I don't count to the number 4. I do earth, air, fire, water. I'm a witch. I put my witchy energy into it by using the elements instead of the numbers, but you can do anything you want. But I do always imagine like my roots going down to the core, the crystalline center of the earth, the core of the earth. And I allow myself to really be attached there to the core of the earth. That's the grounding part. But I also know that I am a conduit for spirit. I almost said it intuit, which is, I'm pretty sure a native of Alaska, which I am not. I am not that. But I am a conduit for spirit. So I also, when I breathe in the front body. I take my crown chakra and there's like a light that penetrates from my head to the heavens, if you will, spirit realm, because I don't really believe in heaven or hell. I just believe in the spiritual realm. Yeah, right. Starshine, thank you so much for the follow. She goes, oh my God, I'm like into it. Yeah, I kept wanting to say it, and that's just not correct. I simply am not from Alaska. I am not a native either from anything in America, period. I am very, very white. I'll just say that. But either way, I take that light, that stream, and I take it to the heavens, to the spiritual realm. I connect with my guides, they connect with your guides. They tell me what I need to know. That's when I get the channel really well. Like I'm not channeling the best today because I'm not really grounded today. I just had to get on, which I should have taken the time, but is as it is. Sometimes Sometimes it doesn't work out. But then I breathe out and I feel it come back in. I feel it in my back body, and then I let it go all the way back to the core of the earth. And then I just recycle it, right? We just, every time I breathe in from the front body all the way to the heavens, tell them whatever I need, come back down to the core of the earth through the back of the body. But that's how I personally do it. However you guys do it, and if it works for you, then there's no wrong way to do it. Just making sure that you are grounded is important. I also tend to take showers after all of my readings. Otherwise, I get migraines. I get feeling like gross. So I do have to literally take the energy off of me by physically washing myself. Hannah says, I love that. And Kristen goes, so smart. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, so that's my process. And you guys can take it, you can run with it, absolutely, positively. If you are doing this work, make sure that you are opening and cleansing your chakras, starting from the root chakra all the way to the crown chakra. Don't start at the third eye, don't start at the crown. Spiritual psychoses is a real thing. It's a real thing. Okay, guys. So I don't want you guys to go through spiritual psychosis. So if you are working with chakras, if you are doing this work, start at the root. You need to start at your grounding, because we live in the 3D and we visit the 5D. We live here in the 3D and we visit the 5D because we don't live there. Period. We will when we're dead and we're ready to go. We'll go to the spiritual realm. We'll go to the 5D. But we're not meant to be there right now. We're meant to visit. We're meant to hang out for a moment, get our collaborations going, and that's that. Kristen is asking, Hannah, may I ask what kind of spiritual business do you own? Do you have a website? Very nice. This could be, if you don't have a website, this could be your sign to get one. I would love to check it out, says Kristen for Hannah. Yes. Hopefully she doesn't get filtered on her answer, because sometimes TikTok filters shit. But guys, yeah, so TikTok is aggravating sometimes. That's why I'm also on the Play Button app. Okay. Guys, don't forget, whatever losses are happening, they're for you. They're working for you, not to you. Commitment is coming from the loss. They just randomly fell out. So, but yeah, that's why I'm also on the Play Button app, is because the Play Button app doesn't tend to filter people. But I do think if you're not signed in to the Play Button app, then you cannot comment, and that also gets people a little bit sometimes as well. Wait, what is that app? So the Play Button app, the red app, the tube, that's what I'm talking about. And it's the second link in my link tree. If you want to go to my channel, you want to subscribe, that's what the Play Button app is. It's just the tube. Manvi, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, okay, let me hop on that one. Yes. Do it. We don't have that many people on either one, but we got 2 people on the Play Button app, and we got 7 people on the Clock app. Haha, if you go to my TikTok, I have a link to my bio. I'm a seer and a medium. So what's the difference between a seer and a medium? I'm just curious, because a seer to me is a channeler, like they channel information. And I feel like that's the same with mediumship, though. I feel like when I do mediumship, because I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings, I feel like I channel for mediumship. And I wonder if seer is different than channeling or something, because that's always what I've thought it to be. I'm a hearing seer for the first time. Okay, so that's you're clairaudient. I'm clairvoyant. I can see in my third eye. I'm clairaudient, and I'm clairsentient. So Manvi is a clairaudient. Oh, no. They've never heard the word seer. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. My brain's broken. Manvi has never heard of the word seer before. That is what they're saying. Oh, my goodness. I can't read for shit.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, I don't actually need the cards to do a reading. If you do a private reading with me, I don't even use the cards unless I feel blocked or unless I just get a random calling, like, oh, let me just check with the cards real quick. Sometimes that happens. But in my private readings, it's literally all channeled messages. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, whatever I feel, whatever comes through, that is what I do in my private readings. But the internet loves the cards. The internet loves the cards. Anytime I just do channeled readings, nobody comes in, everyone leaves. It's so strange to me because it's so cool that I can just get this information from spirit and I don't actually need the cards. But it just like people are just not impressed by it. They're just not impressed. They're impressed with the cards, but they're not impressed with channeling for whatever reason. I don't get it. It's very confusing. Lauren, it's a $15 donation. Linktree link in the profile, Venmo, PayPal, or my website. HumanDesignWithMelody.com is how you can get on the list. And there is no wait at this time. So if you want a reading, now's the time. There is no wait, but it is a $15 donation through Venmo, PayPal, or my website, HumanDesignWithMelody.com. That's the first link in the link tree, and you can find the link tree right in my bio. Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate you so much for liking the live. Today's been a little bit of a rough day. I had somebody, it's always the readings that people don't resonate with that I like hold with me, which is very rare, to be honest. I have a lot of regulars. I don't know if you guys are here right now, my regulars. Oh, I didn't get the message. No, Hannah, unfortunately, you were filtered. You were filtered but I feel like they are very similar. Unfortunately, you were filtered. I hate that because I wanted to know that information. Hi, Christy. Can more than one spirit step through? So yes, they can. She goes, no, LOL. Yes, they can. So when I do readings, if I do mediumship readings, I do a direct connection, which I'm going to ask you if you want a mediumship reading, who are we trying to connect with? Is it your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, etc., whatever the relationship is? Hey, Snoop, she found me. Christy, thank you for the share. If it's not somebody with a traditional relationship to you, that's what I'm going to ask for their first name only. And I'm very stubborn about it. Do not give me their birthday. Do not give me their last name. Do not give me their zodiac sign. I don't need it, right? I just need their first name because I call them in. I only do that for the purpose of you spending the money. And I want to make sure that your person comes through because I used to do spirit led and then I would get somebody who paid for their donation and I would get somebody who didn't pay or somebody who paid and it wasn't their turn. Like there would be too much coming through that it wouldn't get my client and wouldn't get the person who actually paid for their donation. So that's why I do a direct connection now and I don't do spirit-led mediumship. But when I'm private, when it's just you and I in a private reading, you better believe it's whoever comes through, comes through. I will ask, like, is there anyone specific that you're looking to come through just to make sure that they do come through by the time that our time is up? But yeah, many people come through. I've had people where I was doing their mediumship and I just felt, yes, 15 for mediumship. It's 15 for anything, for psychic readings, mediumship readings, or human design readings. And I do all three modalities. But sometimes when people have readings, they have a lot of ancestry and a lot of power behind them. And I'll feel their like ancestry behind me. But I will request one person to come up to talk. They don't usually talk over each other or anything like that. Usually they're pretty much wait for their turn. Sometimes it does depend on the spirit. It does depend on the soul, right? Because some souls are going to be like, hey, it's me. That's my grandpa. I love you, grandpa. But he always comes in first. He's always like, hey, I'm Melody's grandpa. I left with her. My soul left with her when she left the hospital or left the room. My grandpa literally waited to die until I was in the elevators leaving. I gave him a kiss goodbye. And then his soul left with me and he always tells everybody. It's like, Grandpa, we already know. It's like, stop being rude, Grandpa. It's like, right. I was like, other ancestors want to talk too. My Grandma Simmons came through the other day. I want to say it was like 2 weeks ago she came through. I did a little video on it. Literally,
her car, like I dreamt about her for the first time since she passed in November of 23. And then that day I found her funeral carnation rose just on the ground. Just on the ground. Jessica, thank you so much. She said, bless you, girl. I love you, Grandpa, but step aside. Literally, that's what I tell him. It's like, I love you, Grandpa, but you gotta go. We gotta hear other messages. But yes, so they don't usually overlap, but there is a chance that more than one soul can come through. But typically, I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys because that's who I am. I'm transparent. I'm never going to lie to you guys ever. During a 5-minute reading, typically we only have time to talk to one soul because I do evidential mediumship. So what that means is I'm going to get the information that's going to make sense that I have your loved one here. Like some evidence that I've had in the past is like, I felt like I was drowning. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I was like, I feel like the soul had passed away through drowning. And that's what happened to that soul. I've had other people who are like, they just feel like a good, fun, free, loving time. And that's who they were as a soul. Like they were laid back and free flowing and things like that. So I should be able to give you like pinpoint, like, this is how the soul makes me feel because my main clair is my sentience, my body, the feelings in my body. So I do go off a lot of times of like how I feel in the body. But it should be very clear that this is your loved one. And if you are getting mediumship from readings and they're not giving you evidence that this is your loved one, be very cautious because there's a lot of scammers out here. A lot of them. Wow, you give people a call to heaven. So beautiful, girl. Thank you so much, Jessica. That's so kind. Erica, I got you. Thank you so much, Erica. Let me know in the comment section here when you come back in. What type of reading are you wanting? Are you wanting a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or a human design reading? Which is my favorite modality. I fucking love. Oh, you want mediumship? She said mediumship. Sent for mediumship. Perfect. So who are we trying to get in contact with? Give me the relationship to you. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister. If they don't have a traditional relationship, first name only. Nothing more, nothing less. And this will not be a card reading. This will just be a channeled reading as well. Grandma. Okay, let's check it out. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to breathe in and out of the body. Once I see, feel, or hear anything, that is when I'm going to start your 5-minute timer. You do have a timestamp on the Play Button app, second link in the link tree, also known as the Tube. Funky Monkey, thank you for the follow. It's 2 hours and 31 minutes. That's your timestamp. So if you ever want to rewatch this reading or show other people this reading. So just give me a moment here. This reading is for Erica, Erica, Erica. Spirit, we're trying to get in contact with Erica's grandma. Erica's grandma. Erica's grandma. All right, so who I have here right away, she makes me feel, sorry, hold on, there we go. She makes me feel like she was a fun grandma, like a fun grandma in the way of like not a traditional grandma. She might have done untraditional things. She's given me the color red a lot, like a red car. She's given me that. She's also giving me like a visor. Like, I don't know if she was a gambling grandma, but usually when a visor is involved, it has to do with bingo or gambling. So I feel like she was somebody who was very, like, she was not somebody who sat around. She was not a grandma who just sat around and waited on people. I feel like she really lived a life. Like, she really did what she wanted to do. Let me know if that makes sense for your grandma here. God, she makes me feel like she was fun. She makes me feel like she had smoked cigarettes at some point in her life. She was not sure about that. Very interesting. She makes me feel like she would drink, but not a lot. She makes me feel like she was pretty good about it, but she makes me feel like she had cigarettes. I feel like she quit before she passed. But she does make me feel like she was a smoker at some point. Neither drinked or smoked. Oh no. Okay, let's restart this timer. Let's restart it. Let me see if I can get a better connection here. Because honestly, not that my grandma's not passed, but that does resonate more with my grandma, to be honest with you. But whatever comes through is what I give. So let me get to a better connection here. I did reset your timer to 5 minutes. We're getting you this evidence, girl. We're getting you your grandma. For Erica. Spirit, what is Spirit? We're getting in contact with Erica's grandma. Erica's grandma. Erica's grandma. I know you said she didn't smoke or drink. I don't know if she makes me feel like she was a smoker at some point, though. That's the thing. So double check with your parent. She makes me feel like it's your mom's mom for whatever reason. So double check with if it is your mom, check your mom. If it happens to be your dad, then check your dad. Because she's giving me like she's highlighting my lungs. No, you don't have to say her name. You don't have to say her name. I don't get names either though, but double check because there's something here that's giving me like a pain in the lungs, a pain in the side here. So I do still think that the smoking is accurate for her because she keeps bringing it in. It's something you might have not known about. But I do feel like she had smoked at some point because it keeps coming in. I can't ignore what comes in. Chest. Well, I got it right here though in the lungs here, but I mean that's all together. Chest and lungs, pulmonary, they all work together. She makes me feel like she had dogs. I'm seeing dogs here with her. So any dogs that she had in her life, just know she's reunited with them. I feel like dogs might have been a big thing for her, like a companion like that. Like she really loved animals. She makes me feel like, honestly, she makes me feel like she's a smart aleck a little bit. Like she was a little sarcastic, but she always made sure her point was across. Like she always got her point across. But she makes me feel like she was somebody who wasn't afraid to speak her mind. She wasn't afraid to tell you exactly what she thought. It's like I don't feel like she knew any other way to be. So she might have accidentally hurt feelings because she's very matter of fact or very blunt. But that's how she feels to me. She feels like she's very blunt, very matter of fact, very much like getting her point across in that way. But she just feels like she loved fiercely. She had a lot of love in her heart to give. She makes me feel like she was very generous, especially with her time. She makes me feel like she was very generous with her time. Like I don't feel like she made anyone feel like they had to rush, but she also did not like to be late. This spirit here makes me feel like being late would be the worst thing you could do. One of the most disrespectful things you could do. So she was probably very prompt, very on time, and very much like kicking everyone's ass. Like, let's go. We got to go. We got to go. Let me know if this is making sense for her. She makes me feel like she has a lot of grandkids too. She goes, yes. Okay, good. She makes me feel like there's a lot of you, a lot of grandkids. I feel like she was very blessed in this. I feel like she loved being a grandmother. Like she loved it. I think she loved like showering you guys with gifts during Christmas and birthdays. I feel like she was like the favorite grandma. But she just makes me feel like she's so involved as well. Like she would have gone to plays and sporting events and things like when you were growing up. I feel like she was very involved. Yes, lots of grandkids. And oh yeah, she loved grandkids and great grandkids. She just makes me feel like she was somebody who was like the matriarch of the family. Like you had to almost get grandma's approval. Otherwise, it would like be a shock to the heart. Like, oh, grandma, I'm so sorry for disappointing you. Oh, no, it's the worst feeling in the world. Type of thing. Like getting her approval was not necessary, but also important at the same time. She's not showing me her death. I assume it's a heart attack because you said chest. I'm assuming it has to do with her heart at least, but she's not showing me. Almost like talking about her death would be something she wouldn't want to talk about. Like it's an ugly thing to talk about. Lovesick, thank you for the follow. So I don't think she's bringing it in. At least I don't feel it in the body right now. She just makes me feel like she was honored somehow. I don't know if I don't know if she's cremated or buried. They don't really give me that information because I don't actually care what happens to their vessel after they pass away. But she is giving me this indication of a wreath. Somebody might have placed a wreath by her headstone or something like that, but she is showing me a wreath coming in. She might have been somebody who went and dropped off wreaths at other at her loved ones' burial places as well. But this wreath, if you want to give her, if you haven't already given her this wreath or somebody in the family hasn't, just know like she would feel honored if you did. If you were to stop by her site, if she is buried, and giving her a wreath or giving her some sort of recognition here. At a funeral, there was a lot. Like she just makes me feel like there are so many wreaths, and she feels very honored by these wreaths. Ivana, thank you so much. I got you. She just makes me feel very honored by them and very much like thought of and cared for, and it just feels very much like she's being seen with these wreaths. It's very interesting. There's a lot of wreaths at the funeral because not to toot my own horn, toot, but I've been to a lot of funerals. I'm just being silly with the toot of the horn. But I have been to a lot of funerals in my life, and there has been some wreaths, but it's usually like lilies and rose bouquets and things like that. There are some wreaths, but not a lot of them, like you had said. So that's very interesting that came through and there was a lot at the funeral. But Erica, I hope this made sense. I hope this gives you some comfort, some clarity, some insight. Your grandma seems like she was a beautiful lady who really had a big heart and was very generous. And she just makes me feel like her reason for living was the grandkids. like she had a renewed sense of vitality when the first kid was born, first grandkid was born. Almost like this was her time to really shine. Your grandma's beautiful. You're very welcome there, Erica. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry for the rough start there. I'm glad we restarted. Yes. I'm glad we were able to restart because, again, I wasn't connected before we started the lives. So I think I had to get myself in a good connection there. So I do apologize for the mistake at first, but I'm glad we could remedy that. All righty. So we are going to move on here, but my heart goes out to you. I am so sorry for your loss, my love. But we are going to move on to Ivana. Ivana, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. What type of reading are we doing? We do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. Would you rather me call you Eva? If I'm saying that right? Let me know what you would prefer to be called. Spirit doesn't need your government name by any means. But last time somebody gave me like a donation, it was their full name. They're like, please stop calling me by my full name. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, what would you like to be called? Right, Eva Suits. Okay, perfect. Eva, what type of reading are we doing for you, my love? Again, psychic readings, mediumship readings, or human design readings. I offer all three. And I will read your comment. If you sent a comment and I don't read it, you probably were filtered because the Clock app loves to filter my fucking comment section for no reason. I literally have all the filters turned off too. And if it keeps happening, you can go to the second link. It's going to take you to the Play Button app. Once you're at the Play Button app, you can do the live chat. You have to sign in to use the live chat. So you have to sign in, and then you can use the live chat to chat with me, and it should not filter you. Okay, so a psychic reading is going to give you clarity or insight on a specific matter. So if you're looking for insight about love or finances or relationships, careers, if you're just looking to see what spirit wants to tell you, that's a general reading, but it's all under the psychic reading. A mediumship reading is what we just did for Erica, where I connect with somebody who's passed away into the spiritual realm. So I'll call in on them. I do a direct connection. I'll ask you what the relationship of the person is. You're going to tell me what the relationship with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, or if they don't have a traditional relationship, you're going to give me their first name. I get in a connection with them. I channel a message. I give you evidence first. And then if we have time, we'll give you a message from your loved ones. And then I do human design readings, which is a chart reading all about you. It's your blueprint to you. It's literally what type of energy you possess, how you efficiently work with your specific type of energy, your individual type of energy, and how to really trust your body when making decisions and knowing that the body is where we need to make our decisions from. So that's what human design is. It literally changed my life forever. I love human design. That's why I am a human design professional. I love doing human design readings. They are my favorite. But you will have to go onto the Play Button app, aka the Tube, if you catch my drift, because I can share my screen on the Tube, and I cannot share my screen here. So if you want a human design reading, you'll go to the second link of the link tree, join us on the Tube, on the Play Button app, and we'll get your human design reading going. I will need some bits of information from you. So if you choose that one, I'll tell you what I need: birth date, including the year, time, place of birth. Those are what I need in order to put into the system so that it calculates your human design. If you want to just take a look, though, guys, I'm not gaslighting. Gatekeeping. Gaslighting is completely different. I'm not gatekeeping anything from you guys. You can literally just go to Google, type in human design chart, human design body graph. It's technically what it's called, is a body graph. And there's free charts out there that you can use. So you can take a look and see if your actual design, and if you want a professional's opinion on it, got you. I got you. Just come back and let me know. But that is what I offer: psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design. And those are the differences between them. All right, we're going to do mediumship for your dad. Let's do it. All right. Now, again, I am going to do evidential, so it should be very clear that this is your father. So let's see what's going on here. And your timestamp, if you want to rewatch this reading, is 2 hours and 46 minutes on the Play Button app. Second link in the link tree if you ever want to rewatch this message. All right. This is for Eva. We're getting in contact with Eva's dad. Eva's dad. So this person makes me feel like they got sick. I wouldn't be surprised if they had cancer, but they make me feel like they had gotten ill. And that's what their demise was. That's what ended up putting them into the spiritual realm. I also have this feeling of excitement, though, in the stomach, which is crazy, because it was telling me, like, I feel sick, like I feel a little like I don't have a lot of energy. And then I get this like boost of excitement. So I feel like I feel like when he was in his rally stages before his passing, because our body rallies before we pass, so we seem like we're on the mend, but really we're getting all the energy out of our body. I feel like there was an excitement there with that, and I feel like you were there for that. Let me know if this is resonating for you, or for him, I should say. But I feel like you were there for this. I don't know if you were there for the exact passing, but I feel like you were very involved with caretaking for him. And I feel like he hated it. Like in the ways of he used to be the one who took care of everyone. He died because he broke his back. Very interesting. Don't give me too much information. Hold on really quickly. Thank you for saying that, but also don't give me too much information. Don't give any psychic too much information. This should just come through. So I am going to restart again because I am getting somebody who is sick here. But I just don't want you to get scammed by anyone, because people will take what you say and they'll keep asking questions and stuff like that. So, but yeah, whoever I got here it was sick though, or was feeling like weak in the body. So let me try again to see if I can get somebody else. I'll get your dad on here because I might have just gotten somebody else. Having a tough time with mediumship today. Jeez, oh, Pete's. For Eva. Spirit, getting into contact with spirit, with Eva's dad. When I think about him breaking his back, though, he is showing me a ladder. My timer is being such a brat. Okay. So he's showing me a ladder. So I feel like he fell. He might not fell off a ladder, but he makes me feel like he fell in some way. And that's how that happened. But that's me just reading into the broken back there. But he still gives me like weakness. Like he felt weak in the body. So I don't think he was well that day. He might have been sick. He might have been just not as strong as he used to be. It may not have been cancer, but I do feel like he was sick and under the weather when he passed. And I feel like that is what made him fall, was this weak feeling in the body. Or it contributed to his falling. I don't know if it was exactly the reason, but it feels like it contributed to this fall. He makes me feel like he should not have been there. He makes me feel like he should not have been on that ladder, on that rooftop, whatever it was that he fell off. He makes me feel like he should not have been there. I don't know if this is something that he worked and he always did that and he was a roofer or something like that, or I'm not getting that like spiritually. I'm just kind of putting it together, but he makes me feel like he was not supposed to be there. It could have to do with safety as well, like he was doing things that were unsafe. I don't feel like he followed safety precautions very often. I feel like your dad did this because it feels like work. It feels like work to me, like he was at work. And he just kind of threw caution to the wind because he's been doing it for so long, that he just did not really do the safety precautions that he was supposed to do. That's true. Okay. It's almost like him falling is almost embarrassing to him. Like he shouldn't, like he knew better. He knew he shouldn't have done that. He's like going through his checklist. Like, I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Almost like this falling is an embarrassment to him in a way, even though it caused his demise, it caused him his passing. He still kind of feels embarrassed by it. almost like this, like he was a leader of a team. Like he was leading his team and he it makes me feel like it was a classic mistake. I don't know what that means, a classic mistake, but that's what it feels like. Maybe this is something that he teaches about, like, if you do this thing, you're going to fall. Don't do this, you're going to fall. Like, it feels like it's something that is easy to fall from. He does make me feel like your dad was a little bit rough around the edges. Like he was not like, to strangers, he wasn't like this big, like bear hug type of person, but to his family, like he took his family very seriously. Like family was everything, he feels like to me. And he feels like anyone beside his family was just like, could kick rocks, did not care. So I don't think he was like a super duper social guy where he went out a lot or had a lot of buddies. But I do feel like the people in his life that he deemed that he respected, he really like cared about those people. He gives me alcohol too, beer specifically, like beer cans. So he might have been somebody who drank beer. He doesn't make me feel like a dysfunctional alcoholic, but he does make me feel like he was borderline functional alcohol. But I don't feel like he was like a full blown, like can't do anything alcoholic. I feel like he enjoyed his beer and he might've had a beer for dinner every night. There makes me feel like there's regret here for passing in the way that he passed. I think this goes back to the embarrassment. He makes me feel like he feels so regretful that he passed away he feels like it was too soon, even though we passed away when we were supposed to. Okay. He might've felt like it was too soon. He maybe had plans. He was going to do this. He was going to do that. He was going to build that. He makes me feel like he did build a lot of stuff though. Like he worked with his hands, whether he was a carpenter or a roofer, or maybe he came home and he would build stuff at home or fix things at home. He makes me feel very hand oriented, like a handy dude. Like he had like a mechanical brain almost, like he realized like how things worked and would be able to like put it together. I'm going to give you a little bit more messages here as well. I'm not really worried about time. But it does also feel like to me that he didn't mean to leave you high and dry is what I just heard. I didn't mean to leave you high and dry. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. So I don't know if like he didn't have his things set up, like he wasn't expecting to pass, so he didn't have his things set up. I do feel like he had a living will, but it just makes me feel like there's some things that were not tied up and left kind of a question mark about, like with his affairs after passing. And he just makes me feel really regretful of that. Wishes he would have had more put away or was able to give more to you guys after his passing. But more or less, he just makes me feel like very much kind of like a macho man type of person. And he's kind of really like, again, like about his passing. So I don't feel like he's really accepted that that's the way he had passed. Or more so that he's very like, ugh, about it. She's laughing. She's like, like, I don't like this. But I feel like your dad, I feel like for the most part, depending on it, because you guys were his heart. You guys really were his heart. And he was very like able to give with his full heart to you guys, but he was not a perfect person. And he knows it. He was not a perfect person. There's a lot, it makes me feel like he does have a lot that he wishes that he could have changed in his life, but he would never change you guys. He would never change you guys. You guys were the best thing that happened to him. He makes me feel like. So Eva, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. I hope it gives you comfort in some way. I'm so sorry about the passing of your father. I'm so sorry that had happened. That's just really tough. And it makes me feel like it's like a slight on him. Like, how could I have made this simple mistake? What a fool, type of thing. Yeah. But Eva, I hope that helps, love. I hope that gives you clarity or comfort in some way. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome, my love. And I'm sorry about the first round. I don't know what's going on with me. Going on with me, not in with me with that. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your support. Steph, thank you for the follow. All right, guys, I am going to skedaddle for the day. I've been on for 3 hours. That's my limit. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to log off. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who's donated, everyone who's followed, everyone who's liked the live, everyone who's gifted the live, everyone who is participant in the live, who's gotten a freebie, who's a subscriber, all of it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you all so much. Universe, thank you so much for your love, your protection, your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way and doing this work. I really, really appreciate it. And next time I will do my meditation before I start. I promise. And my angels, my ancestors, my guides, thank you for your love, your protection, your guidance. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for allowing me to see you, feel you, and hear you. Thank you for bringing in the people who needed a reading here today. I love you endlessly. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye.